mics are live. Yes, I am seeing sound waves. All right, session.
One shot.
One shot.
It's not.
The one shot known as the Forgotten Fall, with a cat in the background. This story begins a long time before your characters in our initial campaign were even a thought of a thought of a thought. Spanning back thousands, 20-ish odd thousand years, to a time before even the western and eastern continents came together, approximately 150 years before even the first earthquakes, sort of tremors of these two tectonic plates began to collide at the depths of the ocean. We cut to a ship sailing into a frozen port, the wind blistering, snow in the air, the ship dodging ice-encrusted rocks and icebergs as they traverse the ocean in what is, if you guys, I guess you don't really have a world map, you just have Durelium. You are technically at the very, very tip of the western continent. The last bastion of remote civilization before basically what is the Arctic Circle and the northern ice shelves, essentially just below the North Pole. As I believe you nicknamed your character Penny.
Mm-hmm.
Penny and Mr. Risby sailing together on...
Who's Mr. Risby? Oh, okay.
I am.
I'm like, I don't know which it could be either of you.
And a large human gentleman who seems impervious to the cold, as he's just wearing like a furred vest, a raccoon skin hat, big burly biceps sticking out. Penny's other bodyguard on her trek, Olaf. And you were sailing on a ship owned and hired by you and your whatever school you study with or family. All right, Chala, that's already too much. Let's go. Yep, let's go. Where's your brother? Is he in here?
Probably.
Yeah, he's under the table. I can't monologue over top of you. You're too loud. Charles like, why? Tony's like, I'm in trouble!
I touched his butt and he was like, ah!
You are sailing on a ship owned and hired by you, or whatever patron has been gifting you your cash. The ship of Captain Vitri. And he's been a reliable companion, as well as his crew, for what has been an arduous sail northward. As Penny has been granted funds and means of travel, or hiring travel, as she sets off, young for one to do so, but sets off to discover potential hidden or lost cities, frozen in the ice shelf, lost to time and memory, but where there are rumored to be ancient, magical artifacts, knowledge kept imprisoned or hidden for, again, many hundreds, if not thousands of years. Olaf and Mr. Risby are her two hired companions. A little bit of muscle as she peruses her spell book. And she's a little squishy. A little squishy, this one.
Very.
You are pulling up.
Hence why I have bodyguards.
Yeah. You're pulling up to the last town, and it is a small, windswept, ice-crusted town known as Hackercrest. As you pull up to the dock, getting closer to evening, You see there is only one singular other small cargo vessel docked on the icy pier. And the wind is whipping any loose cord and flag that hasn't already frozen solid in this damn near barren wasteland of ice and snow. Captain Vitri and his reliable sailor, sorry, I read that part. This is it, my lady. The last port before the ice shelf. He's bundled thickly, short black hair, a little bit of scruff, but a middle-aged man.
Thank you for getting us here safely.
Well, this was the safest part of the journey, if not the most boring. The further we go north, the more treacherous the weather and creatures can become.
Understood.
Great, as Olaf pipes up. This is nothing, as he flicks a cigarette overboard. This is good. No, good pay for good work in good weather.
Glad to have you here, Olaf. Shall we unload?
And Mr. Risby's there also.
Olaf, I'm kind of trying to get your vibe here, man. Are you okay with me? You kind of keep giving me the side eye.
Yes. Not to do with you, I just like your hat.
Okay, cool.
Do
you mind if I, keep trying to make some passes at Penny here? You gonna be a bro, or are you gonna...
Oh, no, Penny is... if you want to risk it, she could probably cut you to pieces if she wanted to, yeah.
I like it. I'm into toxic women. I like that.
And,
Okay.
Mr. Risby, you can describe what your character looks like. I did write it in your character description. I don't know if you got that far. In the... I think, was it features and traits? Or stuff like that?
If you click
That's my race again.
if you click description in D&D Beyond, it'll kind of give you what you look like.
So Mr. Risby is a gnome.
What's my race again?
You're a gnome, so you're like 2.5.
Okay, so I'm a gnome. I'm a male, obviously. Green eyes, with yellow pupils. I've got green slick back hair. I've got like a nice little suit on with curled tails and frills.
Nice.
Look very like a little fancy boy.
Yeah, and you're sporting because I didn't have green hair, I gave his mini like a top hat, so he's wearing a very
So I
nice.
got a nice top hat.
Yeah, so nice slick back green hair with the green eyes with some yellow in there, and then just a really well tended to top hat.
And I'm 56, but you'd never know because I'm a gnome, so
Yeah.
I'm actually like 20.
Yeah, ish.
Shay pointed that out.
Yeah,
20-ish.
gnomes live like 300, sometimes to like 400 years. So, 56-year-old, you're still sowing your oats. And he's not afraid to tell people. No, it's fine. Like, you take a pass, it's good. You might lose fingers, but I don't know. That's up to you, man.
Has she said anything about me?
No.
Damn.
She seems pretty
Alright.
focused on her work, to be honest. She's like always got her face in those books.
Bookworm, okay. Maybe I'll have to appear to her intellectual side.
I mean, like I said, you do you. I'm just here for the money and for the good weather. This is nice.
Okay.
This is good.
Thanks, Olaf.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
problem,
this is
buddy.
weird shit, but okay.
And he pats you on the shoulder and almost knocks you off your feet as he's like 6'3", just like poof, poof, poof.
Yeah, thanks, Olaf.
All right, well, the crew and I are going to seek out warmer lodging tonight. It will probably be the last warm lodging for a long time. I take that into consideration as we go forward. We'll probably skip the libations for the evening and just prepare the ship for the morrow. And then we can be off on the last leg of the sailing portion of the voyage.
How long until we get there?
Oh, it's probably at least another 2 to 3 weeks to the shelf. Unloading and getting the dogs off and the sleds mounted. It's going to take a fair bit of work, but as you've shown on this trip so far, you have been of great aid. You and Mr. Risby with your arcane knowledge. That has been most helpful. Normally this is all a skin and bone operation, so we thank you for that.
Happy to help.
We're happy to be paid. Right, True. Night's off, early morning. Get your rest. As the crew start to make their way down off the gangplanks. There's no harbor master. It's basically lash your own ship, deal with your own crap. And as you walk into this like pell-mell village, it's a house there, a shack there, a little bit of a farmstead just a little off the way. Less of a farmstead, more of just like it's a barn to keep the livestock alive. And then amid the scattered housings, there is definitely one prominent building in the center, the obvious inn and tavern. And the crew make their way to the inn, most shivering, rubbing ashen fingers and blue noses, and some of them sniffling and coughing, and just from the winter's wind in their lungs. And the ice and sleet rocks up against the coast as everything is just bitingly cold.
I will follow them.
All right.
To the inn.
As you push your way inside the inn, the wind pushing in behind you, blasting in a gust of snow into what is a reasonably warm space for someplace so frigid and frostbitten. Inside there are a variety of patrons, some locals sitting at their spots, sort of just sipping their cups, probably wondering why they still live here. Probably for the good tips, because people are tipping these guys who work in the frigid cold a little bit more than average. And there is the crew from the other sailing vessel, the cargo ship. About a half dozen, maybe a little bit more, maybe 10-ish individuals that are a little bit more lively amid the locals of the tavern. In the heat and warming, coats thrown off. Some of them, well, actually, somebody can make a perception check if they'd like. Or you both can, since there's only two of you walking into this place.
Perception, 22.
Nice. Mr. Risby?
4.
Bad. You're just like looking for the biggest pair of hooters in the place.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, as
Where's
a
the
gnome,
bar wedge?
yeah, as a gnome, which hooters can I fall asleep between? With a 22, you do notice that there seems to be a prominent, more charismatic individual leading this crew. And he appears to be a half human, half dwarf. A little bit taller than a dwarf, not quite as, or a little more bearded than a human, and with a little bit of some oblong proportions. And he's carousing and clinking cups and getting loud and obnoxious. They're throwing darts at the wall. And you do notice at the back of the inn, the barkeep, the bartender, the server, is a younger, 18 to 19-year-old blonde female. And Ski, if you'd like to describe your character.
Yeah, you're just looking at basically a young lady, short blonde hair, kind of like a half fade kind of thing going on, kind of with a nice leathers on, and kind of just minding her business, but keeping a watchful eye on everything.
I just sent the picture of all, because I sent you each your minis individually, so I just sent the group shot.
Nice.
Nice, yeah. You got the perfect hair for that, holy.
I just got that hair in the set that Ski bought me for Christmas, so I was finishing up that one Ninjago set and was like, this is perfect. It could be a little more yellow, but I mean, I liked the side buzz swept over. I was like, she looks like a fucking badass.
That's awesome.
And appears to be human. As she is wrangling the more rowdier individuals in the pub. Hey, son, what you gotta do, right? And he's throwing this half dwarf guy's just like yeeting darts at the wall and just missing the board completely while he's just braggadocious and spilling his ale everywhere.
What did I tell you about doing that? Enough.
Oh, come on, love. It'll no harm in a little bit of ale on the floor. That means you get to top me up and I'll pay more for the next one.
There will not be a next one.
Oh, come now. Don't be like that. My men and I have come in paying good ale, or paying good coin. Yeah, see, oh, maybe there shouldn't be a next one. I'm slurring my word. No, but serious. We're on the last way home. And he just eats another dart at the wall. It sticks like 3 feet up from the dartboard.
I'm going to cast Infestation at him.
Oh shit.
What the fuck does that
By
do?
sleight of hand, little, just secretly.
Alright, if it's got some...
You just cause a cloud of mites, fleas, and other parasites to appear around one creature that you can see.
Okay, so...
Make a con save or take 1d6 poison damage, and you have to move 5 feet in a random direction.
Alright, first give me a sleight of hand if it's got somatics.
Yeah. Oh, 17.
I think that'll do it. I don't think his passive's very good. No, it's not very good. Right, he's moving 5 feet and he's scratching. You kind of get this. Oh, and 1d6 poison.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even more
One poison damage.
Okay.
Or, yeah, make a con save, I guess, but it's 1 regardless because it's half damage if you fail.
What's
14.
It's 13 plus stuff. Hold on. Jeez, it's getting right into it. Give this guy a couple of spells and look what he's doing to me. Okay, so it'd be half damage. He rolled a natural 13 plus 2.
Yeah, I just rolled a 1, so it's 1.
1, and he's scratching, and he's still holding his tankard. You get the sense that he's kind of used to being a little itchy. Like, he moves, and you see a little bit of blood from underneath his fingernails at one point as he, like, scratches one spot a little more vigorously. And then he just kind of goes back to his libations and having a good time, just kind of perpetually, like, itching himself.
My passive perception is 20. Would I have seen that then?
You would have.
Okay.
As now Olaf is moseying up to the bar. Right, ale, or you have, oh shit, dice is not a thing yet. You got that clear stuff that they just invented. It burns like fuck, but it's so good.
Anything hot to drink?
I guess I'm looking at you, I should be looking at him.
Yeah.
She's the bartender.
Hot? Yes, like a cup of tea, kind of hot.
Yes, please.
Coming right up. Hans, tea. And you see... So, this is my unseen servant.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Nice.
Yeah, so you just see, like, water jug pick up and pour into the little kettle over the fire, and then it's just all happening, like...
Awesome.
Yeah, without being able to see anything. And then a little tray comes with tea.
When I checked your spells this morning, I was like, I see what you're up to.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'll just take my tray and grab a quiet corner and
All right.
read.
You find yourself a nice quiet corner. Olaf stays at the bar. I don't know what Mr. Risby's doing.
I'm gonna go talk to Matt. Do I know Matt's character's name yet?
You do not.
We do not.
Okay.
I don't even know
ask
that
her.
character's name.
Mr.
Hey,
Risby.
what are they,
Mr. Risby was just funny to me. That's why I named Quinn's character that. And then Krista gave herself her code name Penny today. So you can just pick a random name if you want.
Oh, way to put me on the spot.
Sorry.
So I'm gonna strut my way up to the bar, like very obviously, like, but trying to look nonchalantly, and I'm just gonna be like, give me one of those, give me a shot of that clear stuff, And
Show it coming up.
I'm gonna ask Matt's character, what do they call you around these parts?
My name is Holly.
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 That's a pretty name.
Thank you.
I like the way you gave that guy
you?
fleas. Pretty cool. I can talk
Yes,
to fleas, you know.
Really? What do they
Yep.
say?
Well, nothing. They're not very intelligent, but, you know.
Yes, sometimes the riffraff is overstays its welcome.
You get a lot of that in this bar.
From time to time.
Which type? You into gnomes?
You know, no offense, but no.
It's the green hair, isn't it? And the fact that I'm 2'5".
2-5.
The short doesn't help, no.
I can make up for it in other ways.
I'm sure you can. Tough stuff. Well, here's your drink.
I'm just gonna like shoot this back and immediately just like cough on it, but try and act cool.
Yeah, make a Constitution saving throw, because we just established a brand new invention.
Matt, is your character human?
21.
21. You managed to stifle most of the cough.
You get that little like dribble, you know? Just like a little bit that you like wipe away quick.
What was that?
Are you
Penny?
gonna ask Krista?
Oh, I forgot what race your character is.
Oh, just human.
Oh, okay. Same.
3
Good
minutes.
stuff.
3
Good
minutes.
stuff.
Yeah. Would you like another?
I think I'm probably okay for now. You know, I'm a gentleman. I don't like to overdrink at the bar.
Very fair. Very fair. What brings you to these neck of the woods?
I'm not sure if I should tell you exactly. Let's just say we're looking for something up north. Something important.
Treasure hunter.
How did you know?
Lady's intuition.
Do you get a lot of those up here?
A few, yes.
Any success stories?
Some. Most end up frozen and wrecked and...
That's encouraging. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, but I'm sure a tough gnome like you'll do just fine.
Thank you very much. I'm sure I'll be just fine.
Penny, I was just about to call you Arya. Penny, make an intelligence check as you're perusing that book you've got in front of you.
Just straight intelligence.
Yeah.
23.
23. All right, so this isn't your special book. This is a book that is the lore of where you're going.
I figured I would be.
yeah.
I would. Yeah.
I'm just going to read what I wrote earlier.
Yeah. No.
And as you are perusing this tome, it's in a mad, wicked, hard cipher, and you were one of the first ones earlier in your schooling to break some of these codes as the cipher shifts and evolves throughout the course of this book, written in, I think you speak Celestial. Pretty sure it's either Celestial or Sylvan. Yeah, Celestial.
I speak both.
Yeah. And this book in Celestial, as the cipher, it's like, okay, one, I have to convert the cipher into what I know is common because it's my first language, and then decipher the cipher from there, and you were one of the first individuals at your place of schooling to do so. You've always shown an aptitude for intellect and for learning and for your capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
And that's partially what helped you gain these loans and grants to go on this research expedition at such a young age.
Mm-hmm.
And was it 23?
25.
25? Yeah. Yeah. You managed to crack another portion of the cipher as you're sitting there, and you just sort of have like this weird disjointed, you're out of your element again. You've been on a boat for a while, everything got a little stagnated. You finally sit down someplace warm, and you kind of open the book up to where you left off, and you were like, shit, how did I not see that? Okay, here we are. And then you just start scribbling furiously.
Mm-hmm.
You are now, you will be able to have one more successful thing. It's a success point. You get a success point.
Okay. Cool.
Actually, you know what? You can give yourself inspiration also.
Okay.
So a portion of your later journey will be now a little bit less uncomfortable and a little bit more guided.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm just in my book.
Yeah, so like, and then Olaf is now like talking to the half-dwarf fellow, the little swang. Like he's like, yeah, ale and that clear stuff, and he like dumps the clear stuff in his ale and polishes that shit off. He's like, hey, I don't have to work tonight. It's fine. Good. I work tomorrow. Wait, boss, tonight okay?
Yeah, you're fine.
Sweet.
Just don't get... I still need a bodyguard.
But I also will feel less pain if I am drunk. And you've seen me fight drunk once already. You remember
you're
that
pretty
bar
good.
back on
Yeah.
the Osta? Yeah, you know, but that guy didn't know what to fucking hit him. It was me. I fucking hit him.
Yes.
And you went right down.
I remember.
I'm sorry, I ramble when I'm getting tipsy. Alright. Yeah, now carousing with the half-dwarf's crew. Getting a little louder. What are you guys doing?
I don't know.
Hey, darling, stop, take that stick out your ass. We're just having a good time. And he reaches out to, like, pinch H's cheek.
And just Misty step away.
Okay. Oh yeah, do remember you technically own this place.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Just I forgot to bring that up as a reminder. I was like, oh right. All right.
Yeah. Since I named my character Holly, this is Holly's Hollow.
Nice.
call it.
Holly's Hollow. Holly, great name for an H name. I was like, it's something like that, or like Hannah's like an off the top H name.
Mm-hmm.
Holly.
Sidebar, this is very Indiana Jones with the woman who owns the like bar in Tibet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, a little bit, except it's just on a coast and not on a mountain.
Yep.
I'm
And
sure
sen-
that wasn't intentional.
And then the German walks in with his weird hat and he says, "Oh, I'm here for the riches." Sie Heil.
Nazis.
No Nazis in
Yeah,
this
I'm just
campaign.
Yeah, I just Misty step somewhere else away from the bar.
All right. Yeah, so you like would have been
Keep
coming up to serve them. I felt like you misty stepped away from their table, back behind the bar.
Oh, sure, that works.
That's how I saw it, anyway.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, lass, don't be like that. Come on, and he starts to walk towards the bar, like nearly drunk off his ass, and a couple of his other companions start to chuckle and chortle and like lean in to see what's happening. Come on now, don't be like that. Be friendly. We're paying you a lot of gold for these drinks.
This is your last round, and then you're cut off.
Oh, come now. Let's take. Why don't you and I take a little walk upstairs? I'll sort this all out for you. And he like reaches across the bar to try and grab your arm.
I'm gonna psychic blade him in the dick.
Okay. What does that do?
So I got to roll to hit. 16.
Yeah, that hits.
Good. So that I manifest a psionic power as a shimmering blade of psychic energy. So basically, I've made a psychic blade. Oh, this will be non-lethal damage, of course, because
Sure.
I don't want to kill the guy. Yeah, so it makes a magic blade that does 1d6 psychic damage. I'm just gonna
1d6.
not so much just so that he feels it, like not pierce anything, but make sure that he knows that's there.
Yep.
Is that like vocal, somatic, or anything?
Yeah, what are the components on that? I know I'm not going to bother anybody with component pouches or magic focuses. We're going to keep this nice and simple for
Yeah,
the
no,
one-shot.
it just manifests in a free hand.
Oh, okay. I was just curious.
Yeah, that's
with
that-
my passive perception.
That's that subclass, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is still a physical action, I believe, for you to utilize that weapon, though.
It is an action, yeah.
So with, I think probably Olaf's the only one who doesn't see it, as he's like, oh shit, this bitch is, I wonder if she's going to kick his ass. And then he swipes, and what's your passive perception, Mr. Risby?
My passive perception is 13.
Okay. I feel like it would be less of the hand motion. You would definitely see the hand motion.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mr. Risby hears more so the, oh, fuck my dick! And you can all roll initiative.
I just chuckled to myself.
Alright.
Yeah. And babe, if you want to help me move these papers and stand up the people I knocked over with the papers.
Oh, I see you planned for this contingency.
I mean, I have to enforce some combat. With only 3 people, this is going to go really quick, so...
Yeah, no, that's good.
Um...
There are things I'm excited to try out with this character. There's some wacky shit I can do.
Can you zoom it in?
No.
Oh. We can do a battle cam if we need to. I don't need to really be doing lights this session.
No, we're good. I can see.
I mean, I can put you on the table.
Oh, sure. That'll work.
How's that?
Perfect. Yeah.
That's good?
Yeah, I can see.
You like your wall of booze here at the back?
Oh, that's so nice. All the colors.
Yep.
See-through.
I had fun doing that. I was a little ahead of schedule last night, so I was like,
Where?
I did that, and then I was like, oh shit, now I'm behind schedule. You guys aren't on the map yet.
I was gonna say, where am I?
Here we go.
I would be just standing in front of the bar.
Yeah, so you'd be right beside this guy. You've got a green base, if you can see yourself. Holly, you said?
Holly, yeah.
Yeah, Holly's behind the bar still. And you can decide which corner you were reading in. There's also random civilians in this place.
Yeah,
so.
I would have been in a quieter corner, so I'll just
Yeah, this was like a mom and her dorky son.
yeah, I'll be over here at that table.
Sweet. All right, this is gonna be a little far away from me. Right, battle cam, Discord.
We don't need it.
Are you sure?
Nope, we're good.
We're good like that? Okay.
I can see.
Sorry, I just train of thought got lost a second ago. Yeah, and then there's like the door to your cellar here. The front door is the orange one at the far side, and then anybody who doesn't have a colored base plate is just a random civvy. All right, Holly.
19.
Atta girl. Penny.
15.
That's not bad.
I know.
Mr. Risby.
So initiative, that's what we're doing?
Yeah.
I got 15.
Nice. Oh, you already rolled it. Okay. Those guys, what's their initiative bonus? Nothing. God damn it, me and initiative rolls. And the Chewbacca's. That is only 2 better. And the thugs. Oh, there we go. Now we're cooking. And Thug A has already taken 1 point of poison damage. And how many dick damage?
So do I get sneak attack on that? Because you wouldn't have seen that coming.
I mean, you did say you were trying to pull it a bit.
Well, yeah.
I feel like you weren't trying to intentionally murder a bitch by cutting the dick off.
No, okay, so he still gets 8 psychic damage.
Okay. Right. And as initiative kicks off, you're going to love this. Holly is first. As suddenly the room comes alive with the slash of the dick, and everybody's eyes were on this encounter. Like, this is uncomfortable. Like, some of the locals looking real awkward, but trying not to step in and get involved. And suddenly a dick is smacked, and there is... Oh, I forgot Olaf. I'm going to use Vlad from our campaign as Olaf.
Yeah, that's good.
Because he's Russian, and I really like doing the fucking Russian accent.
And met Vlad and Amour Ventis yet?
As what?
Have I met this character yet in the other campaign?
Yeah, he's on our ship.
So. Yeah, he's one of the 4 main characters on your guys' ship. He's one of the riggers, and he's just rushing his shit. He has an immaculate like beaver skin hat that like the rest of him is always filthy and like sweat stained, but yeah, his hat is always pristine, and he smokes like a fucking chimney. Holly's up first as the room comes alive. I think, did even Penny get on her feet? Or are you still just like reading and seeing what's happening?
I saw Holly do the
dick smack.
Did the dick smack and kind of smirked to myself. So I would have lifted my head to see kind of what transpires.
So still sitting. Not technically prone. I'll take 5 feet off your movement if you're still sitting, if you decide to get involved.
Yeah, I would be still sitting.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. A little background for how I'm going to do this. Is this a typical encounter for Holly? Does she normally just, like, smoke a bitch? Like, it's okay to kill them? Or that's not really her thing?
She... Typically non-lethal, but I think when we were kind of talking about it, like, aside from her vigilante-esque tendencies, which is where the sort of rogue archetype comes from, she's definitely had to put people in their place before, especially since her dad left a year ago. Like, she's running this place with herself and her unseen servant. And the unseen servant, I believe, cannot attack people. So,
no, he's just a thing.
So she's straight up had to kung fu some drunken sailors before, absolutely.
Okay, so bonus action. I am going to start a blade song.
Okie dokie.
Swing.
You gotta read all this stuff out though for the other two. I'm the only.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, what is that?
3 times per long rest, you use a bonus action to start a blade song, which lasts for a minute and grants you the following benefits. You gain a +3 bonus to your AC. Your walking speed increases by 10 feet. You have advantage on acrobatics checks, and you gain a +3 bonus to any con saving throws you make to maintain concentration on a spell. Ends early if you're incapacitated. If you don medium or heavy armor or a shield. Sorry, lost my place. Where to go? Or if you use 2 hands to make an attack with a weapon. Basically, you have to have I'm assuming 2 hands means like a 2-handed weapon, but hand is okay.
Yeah, well, like one-handed weapon, like even a longsword, you can use it one hand. But if you switch to versatile, I think the blade song. The blade song has like the somatics, like you have to have a free hand to be casting it.
Yeah.
So is it a concentration?
Yeah.
Is it a concentration?
It is not a No, it just lasts for a minute.
Damn, that's awesome. Cool.
It kind of is, yeah.
So
anyway, I've done that.
Your body shimmers as like this wisping whistle of. It's like an echoed whistle on the winter breeze, just kind of cascades around you, and you like parts of you start to shimmer, like your feet and your like shoulders where your light armor is, as it's all sort of compounding.
Yeah, and then I'm going to cast invisibility.
Boom.
And it just blink out of existence. And I now have 50 feet of movement, so... Oh boy, where do I want to go? Maybe just like kitty corner, where that kind of red ninja guy is there. Just gonna go hang out by the wall.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, I stuck her down a little bit, because...
Yeah.
Over that way?
This guy?
Towards me? Or this way?
Yeah, that way, please.
This way?
That way.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
And I'm just gonna go, like, lean against the wall.
Okay, like,
Hang out
yeah,
for
okay.
Yeah.
40. You said 40 feet of movement?
I have 50 feet of movement now.
Oh.
Played song.
Well,
yeah, so you can go right up to him if you want.
Nah, I won't go right up just yet. I just hang out kind of in the corner there.
And you're invisible.
Oh, that's my turn.
Sweet. All right. Thug A, who just got dick slapped. What the fuck? And he kind of turns over and sees Mr. Risby's got up off, and like, you're probably standing on your stool with your little quarterstaff in hand. And he's like, hey, good enough. And he fucking takes a swing at you. With
duck.
So he's attacking you with his mace. It's not... That's cocked. So it's a 7 plus 4. 11? What's your AC?
13.
Sweet. So yeah, it's like cartoon. He swings at you, you duck, your hat stays in the same place, and the mace goes between your head and your hat. And it lands back on your head. He swings again. Hey, fuck, come on back here. So that's a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
And it's 1d6 plus 2. Oh, that's a 6. So as you duck, grab your hat, stand back up, and chuckle, the mace comes back the other way and just smokes you in the shoulder and takes you off of your little perch on the stool. You move him just like kitty corner to his little seat there. 8 points of bludgeoning damage. As this guy like, hey, who's next? And Thug B.
This one.
Yeah, he's just gonna make a perception check with that's cocked again. It was almost nat 20s. Okay. With disadvantage. Well, nat 1. Cool. He's looking around for the blonde woman who just dick slapped his boss, and he's not seeing anything. The next guy. Ooh, perception. Give me a stealth check there, Holly.
Yeah, with advantage because I'm invisible.
Because you're invisible, and I just rolled with disadvantage, but I rolled a natural 18.
Ooh, I only rolled, that's a 19 on stealth.
Okay, so perception, wisdom, plus 0. He just doesn't see you. Or, hear you. He has no bonus to his perception check, so both Thug B and Thug C are just kind of, looking around, we're not going to just, fuck up a regular, like the boss would, but also where'd the chick go that slapped him in the pee-pee? And then Olaf is just like, yeah! And he runs and he punches this guy right in the face.
Bar fight!
So he's attacking one of the berserkers. Zerberger. Oh, what's these guys' armor class? 13. Oh, that's an 8 plus 4. Fuck, that just misses. Second punch. Now 1. Come on, Olaf is a little drunk. I'm gonna roll a con save for Olaf.
You went hard fast.
Oh, man. That cleared stuff is a lot stronger than he's been given it credit for, but his people are gonna love it going forward. As he just takes 2 big whiffs at this guy who gets up and just big hairy chest, long. He's got a really bad mullet and just bear furs on his shoulders, and just poof poof blocks both punches with his big meaty shoulders, and then his eyes sort of glaze over like he's seeing red as he roars and starts to go at Olaf. Penny.
Yeah. So as I look up from my book and see the magical dick slap and see the bar keep bamf away invisibly, I'm gonna that's good enough. I'm gonna mutter under my breath and cast Mind Sliver. Make a intelligence save.
Which one's that?
For the...
Thug A?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites.
Oh, man. That's why you chose your class, wasn't it?
No, it's just a cantrip.
No, but Kinro's class, it was just like a given spell.
Oh.
Yes, he's like an aberrant mark of something.
Nice.
That was a natural 2.
Cool. And subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of your next turn.
Do I take damage also?
Yep.
What is?
You take 3 psychic damage.
Okay. As he's still clutching at his dick and laughing at having knocked this gnome off of his seat, he sort of like winces, and this little drop of blood comes out of the side of one of his eyes as his one eye goes completely bloodshot. Ugh! That was fucky! Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Oh, just casual sitting, just finger blasting spells
No
out.
one's gonna know.
Nice.
Mr. Risby!
Okay. I just want to get kind of a gauge of the room here. So how many bad guys am I kind of seeing? Like 1, 2, everyone with a colored base?
Yeah.
3. This guy's a bad guy. That guy's a bad guy. That guy's a bad guy. That guy's a bad guy.
Perfect. So I feel the best course of action.
There's basically
Sounds
3
amazing.
around you.
Can you take this picture? Because I'm just casting a huge shadow
Yeah,
from
I'll
this
hold-
light. Yeah.
So
Just
I'm going to
kidding.
use Summon Beast. It's kind of a long description here. Oh, do you just want me to read it?
Yeah.
Okay. You call forth a bestial spirit. It manifests in an unoccupied space that you can see within range. This corporeal form uses the bestial spirit stat block. I don't know what that is. When you cast the spell, choose an environment, air, land, or water. The creature resembles an animal of your choice that is native to the chosen environment. I'm going to choose a polar bear because we're in the Arctic.
Heck yeah.
Which determines certain traits in its stat block. The creature disappears when it drops to 0 hit points or when the spell ends. The creature is an ally to you and your companions. In combat, the creature shares your initiative count, but it takes its turn immediately after yours. It obeys your verbal commands. If you don't issue any, it takes the dodge action and uses its move to avoid danger. Armor class 11 plus, 20 hit points. 30 hit points for land creatures.
Sweet. Those
30 feet
spells like that where they're like, you summon a such and such and it uses these such and such's stats, they'll usually have those at the bottom of the spell, so that's perfect. And what's awesome, Quinn, is I actually have a polar bear mini.
Nice. The beast. So this is like if you're air or land or water, you get like a perk. So
Okay.
for land, the beast has advantage on attack roll against a creature if at least one of the beast's allies is within 5 feet of the creature, and the ally isn't incapacitated. So being me, I don't know. Does a human count as a creature in like D&D semantics, or is that?
Yeah, a human counts as a creature. There's only certain things like monstrosities that are from like the hells or like constructs, like things made out of stone and magic, don't technically count as a creature because they're just a magic alived thing. And there's your polar bear. And you are within 5 feet of this guy who he's attacking if you're attacking Mr. A who just clubbed you.
Am I allowed to summon him and cast him in the same turn?
So he goes directly after you, so you could just tell him what to do, and then he'd have advantage on attacks against that guy.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, attack the nearest guy.
As this bear suddenly springs into existence. Holy fucking... As this guy presumably takes a paw in the face. What's the... roll me an attack for your imaginary polar bear. Real...
You need
What do I roll though?
So weren't the stat blocks on the bottom of the spell? If not...
You probably use the polar bear
It said you use the summon spirit or whatever.
So I have an actions, it's multi-attack. It just says the beast makes a number of attacks equal to half its spell's level. And maul. Melee weapon, attack. Your spell attack modifier to hit, reach 5 feet, 1 target.
So,
okay, so whatever your spell modifier is, that'll be the plus to hit.
Yeah, so I believe that's a +4 or +3 or +4 for you. Or no, higher than that. DCs are lower.
Mine's a +4, so.
So how do I tell what my spell modifier is?
Just go to the spells tab, and then there should be a
it's at the top.
spell attack.
What a
Okay, it's +6.
just
there you go.
That 20 on a throwaway.
Yeah, so D20 plus 6.
D20 plus 6. Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna use my real dice too.
Nice.
10 plus 6, 16.
Yeah, that'll hit. So whatever the damage says it is, whatever the damage die are.
1d8 plus 4, plus the spell's level piercing damage.
So what level did you cast the spell at?
2nd.
Yeah, so it'd be the D20 plus 4 plus 2? Or no, plus 1, because half the spell
D20.
level. Sorry, not D20, D8.
1d8 plus
Yeah.
4 plus 2.
Yep.
Or it's half the spell level that you cast it at? So it'd be 1d8 plus 4 plus 1.
6 plus 4 plus 2 is 12.
Okay. Boom, this just swats this guy across the... Oh, my fucking... Boops him. With dark, bloody gashes and sprays of blood across the counter. This, like, half of this guy's face is almost torn off from this, like, spectral bear appearing out of fucking nowhere. And, I mean, you can make an intimidation check if you want as well. Just sort of retroactively here, as, like, you got booped, you stood up, straightened your hat, and then just, boom, a bear appeared in front of you. You can see if you can scare some of these guys off.
Intimidation 10.
Oh, most of these guys they're like, we fucking fought a bear before, come on, let's go.
And they just kind of cringe at me a little bit.
No, like, roll an insight check.
21.
Ooh,
21.
Nice.
You get that these guys are less intimidated of the bear, but, like, looking at you after you just got walloped in the face by their boss, and then immediately just stood up, straightened your hat, and then were like, boom, magic bear. They were like, okay, fucking props, bro. I mean, we're still gonna try and fuck you up, but hey, respect. And
Nice.
your bear's done. So, Berserker A is going to punch Olaf back. That's a 14? No, what's their shit? Oh, they always do their shit reckless. So that was a 15. That was a 15. But he only gets 1 attack. So this guy turns around, immediately pulls out this great axe off of his back, and with the dull side of it, just whacks Olaf in the side of the head. Oh, fuck. As he kind of ducks and dizzies, he takes 1d12 plus 3 damage. He takes 15 damage. Olaf is looking pretty fucked up.
Shit.
He's a little messed up, and he just took maximum damage on an attack roll. Berserker B is... Oh, Groot. Come here, Groot. Oh, he's actually going to make a perception check. 16 plus... What was your stealth check again?
19.
Man, nat 16, no modifiers. The Groot is still just looking around, just kind of like, where's that bitch the boss was after? Acolyte A. Same thing, I think. Perception check, unless they have anything. Okay, this Acolyte A is going to cast Sanctuary on their boss. What's the range on this? 30 feet. Baby, can you take A boy and move him up as close to the sky as possible?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30?
Yeah, and if you want an attack of opportunity as he goes past you, you can... sorry,
No,
I'm not...
I want to stay invisible, so no.
Okay. He casts Sanctuary on his boss, so his boss has... anybody who goes to attack Thug A has to make a Wisdom saving throw. And if they fail, they have to attack someone else. And what's their spellcasting DC? Oof. Not great. B is going to just throw a dagger.
B is over there.
Yeah. At the back of Olaf.
Oh no.
Yes, it's only it. Oh my god, is that a 7 or a nat 1? Thank god that's a 7. So an 11 to hit Olaf doesn't hit. I don't even think that was that much. No, it wasn't even. It was a 9 to hit. Alright. Top of the round. Holly.
Okay, I'm going to weave my way back to the boss.
How much movement do you have?
50 feet of movement.
5, 10.
Oh yeah, the
Whoops.
You had the mobile feat too, right? I gave you? Yeah, so mobile plus whatever your fucking thing was. That's crazy movement.
Yeah, so try to loop around so that I don't give an opportunity attack on anybody.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Actually,
25,
go back to
30,
the bar and I'll just like run across the top of the bar.
Yeah.
40, 45.
Well, she didn't have to avoid the bear.
Oh, okay.
Just the guy in red.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 to get on the bar.
Yeah. It's a pretty low bar. It's
40,
it's a pretty low bar to
45.
get on that bar.
You can get right up to him.
Yeah, it's a bar designed for all races and creeds, so it's...
Okay.
If an elf can have a conversation with somebody
Yeah.
at it, it's probably low enough to...
It's an inclusive environment
Okay.
here.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. And this guy's gonna get a psychic dagger to the face.
Shit. Alright, so your invisibility will drop as you make the attack.
Yep.
But
it's advantage on the attack roll, right? If I'm invisible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Advantage on the attack roll?
I'm just trying to get sneak attack, so...
Yeah. Well, and he's engaged with 2 other individuals now, too, so you'd have it either way.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so that's a 16 plus 5, 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And I'll still maintain that it's non-lethal damage, but I'm still gonna, give him the full amount of damage.
Sure.
I don't want to kill him, but I do want to fuck him up.
Yeah. Yeah, bad business to murder your patrons.
Yeah. So that is 5 plus 2, 7 psychic damage, and 8 sneak attack damage.
End it.
Oh, shit. He's unconscious.
Ooh.
I'm imagining like his other eyeball going bloodshot and then his nose just erupting blood all of a sudden as there's like this streak across his forehead.
I kind of want to like cut the back of his hamstrings, like just kind of like slip, and then come around and just bonk him on the nose.
Nice.
Okay.
Just put him down. Yeah.
As you basically cartwheel across this bar you are very familiar with. You've even helped do repairs and upgrades to it over the years with your dad. You flip down, slide underneath, and as you do, you kind of Ninja Turtle on your back and just hamstring a motherfucker. Just deep enough where he's about to drop to his knees, but not trying to hit any major arteries or cripple somebody for life. And then as you do that, you reach up, grasp the counter. Give me a quick acrobatics check.
Okay, and I believe I have advantage on that because of the blade song.
I think
do.
so too, yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh no.
That's a 5.
Okay. It wasn't so much to see if you fail in what your end it was. It was more to see how much I was going to embellish it.
Okay.
So you do. You
I rolled a 3 and a 1.
You Ninja Turtled, slashed just deep enough as your psychic blade vanishes from your hands, freeing you up. You grasp the table, backflip up, and then turn around again. Another psychic blade manifested in your hand, as you can do this at will, as many times as you want, ever, all the time. And you just boop right behind you, and you just hear this of this guy's nose as it was already bleeding. I know the blood is just like sprayed flat across his face. Ugh! And he just sort of hits the wood with a resounding chorus of just like through the property. That was spectacular.
I know.
That was pretty great.
Does anybody else want one?
Make an intimidation check. As you've just been invisible for the last 12-ish seconds, and now you're just like, hey, yeah, so just caved in your boss's skull.
18.
Nice.
18.
Oh shit! I didn't make the wisdom save because of sanctuary.
Oh yeah, make the wisdom save.
I think that'll just do 18 plus 5 is 23.
Yeah, it was a DC of 12. These, also I didn't roll higher than a 12 to try and beat your intimidation check for any of them. So they all kind of stop and falter, which is not how I planned this going. And then just the one last berserker who's gone into that bit of a frenzy with Olaf, just like, and he just takes another swipe at Olaf.
You know, I still have my bonus action, so can I?
Yep.
I'd like to just use that to throw my other. I can do an offhand psychic blade.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Go ahead.
17 plus 5, 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
It's just a D4 on the bonus one. So 4 psychic damage.
Alright, I'll consider that added to your intimidation check, as he hasn't even had a chance to take the swipe yet. And suddenly your psychic blade just like slices up the top of his raised fist. And then he just kind of pats Olaf on the cheek, then sits him down, and then he just storms out. He's just pissed. He's just like, I wanted to beat the shit out of somebody! Man, you guys dismantled that shit. I thought that was going to take us at least an hour and a half.
So, I guess at this point, if the battle's done, I'll just tell the polar bear, run out, join your brethren, so they're just gonna smash the door down and run out the wilderness.
I feel like, because it's controlled by you, you could just have it like, it full-on bear sprints up to the door, and Holly's just like, no, 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 and then the bear stops and opens the knob, and then runs out, leaves the door open.
Okay. We'll respect the door. We'll respect the door.
You have to respect the doors in D&D, because otherwise, next thing you know, you won't be able to pick a lock for shit.
Yeah.
That's true.
Critical Role Campaign 1, there was literally...
Yep.
Oh, they were like, our worst enemy is doors. Well, we can fuck up a dragon, sure. Try and get into a marginally locked room? Fuck that shit.
The one in Whitestone kills me.
Oh, man.
Percyvax and Scanlan.
I
get to that church or whatever it was.
In the actual campaign, when they went to go see the male Sphinx, and Vax fucked up the lock, and so Percy's like, oh, let me try, I've been practicing this. And Percy opens it, and then they're like, all right, Percy, what do you see? With your no dark vision and whatnot, Mr. Human. And he's like, I see a freshly conquered door. And Vax was just like, fuck you! Alright, I gotta pee. You guys roleplay.
Okay.
Hans, take out the garbage. As my unseen servant is going to drag that guy out the bar.
Nice. Put you back up here for a minute.
Was that a polar bear?
It sure was.
And
I was
you
gonna
did
go with
that.
a walrus, but then, I thought a polar bear might be more useful. Plus walruses stink. I want to stink the bar up.
I appreciate your discretion.
Yeah, no worries. Is that, you were pretty impressive back there.
Oh, thank you. I have to do that with the bar. We can't have anybody being unruly. Or
it's not every day a polar bear shows up in your bar, though, right?
No, that'll be a story for a while, yes.
Does someone want to get this knife out of my back?
What?
Does someone want to get this knife out of my back? There is like a 6-inch knife like in my shoulder blade. I can't reach it.
Shut up, Olaf. I'm gonna flirt.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Let me help you with that, and I'll go
Oh!
ink it out.
Shit.
I'll just take the L.
You'll take the what?
I'm just gonna, I just got totally blown off by Holly, so I'm just gonna just go stand by the door, just gather my pride, and
Make a perception check.
That's enough.
10.
10. Okay. Doesn't happen right away. But over the course of the evening, particularly before bed, so you guys can retroactively do whatever you want, talk about whatever you want. Right before bed, you do see there is this very buxom lass. Looks to be a dwarf who comes in, and she looks like a meatball at first because she's just got a lot of layers on. But as she strips down and comes in for her regular day of work, you see she's got like fish hook scars on her fingers, like she just came in from a long day of fishing or catching crabs, or not those kind of crabs, but like lobster and stuff.
Just my time.
And after a certain couple of drinks, after you guys have spent time conversing, doing whatever, right before you're about to head to bed, she definitely catches your eye and gives you that little chin nod. And
Nice.
and Mr. Risby can have his particular libations for the evening.
Mr. Risby is gonna riz her up over here. Saunter over to her table and be like polar bears?
I fucking love polar bears.
See that polar bear in that bar fight there?
No, I just got here.
Oh shit. Well, there's a bar fight here, and I happened to, kind of diffuse the entire thing by myself by casting a polar bear.
Make a persuasion check with advantage, because you do have a very shiny, bruised side of your face from where Mr. Red Thug smacked you with his mace. Oh.
11.
It was a 9 and then an 11. 9/11 changed everything. Right. Well, polar bear or no, I like a man with a bit of tenderized... Oh, fuck it. You just look hot with the bruise. Come on, let's go upstairs.
Let's go.
As you doff your cap, lead her upstairs with a swift wink to just like some other random guy in the bar who's just like, what's that? Why is that fucking winking at me? Anybody else?
You're just my height.
Any other role playing that was going on? I just really wanted. We talked about him being a ladies' man. I had to give him his rewards.
Oh, that's good.
Just like Roston, every once in a while.
Time. I've thrown everybody in the party.
Yeah, it's just like Roston a lot of the time. It's just like, all right, you're trying for it. I know you want it. Here's your reward on occasion. Even though one of those rewards pumped a witch into a random civilian. Any other conversation pre-coital?
No.
Mopping up blood and cleaning up.
The girls don't have anything to talk about?
No.
I thought maybe you might talk to her about her magic capabilities, since you were clocking it.
Yeah.
Sort of seeing a rookie in maybe a professional in the making.
Maybe.
Or vice versa, if Holly had noticed anything that Penny was doing, if there might be any questions to be raised, and just giving you guys time to roleplay here. You guys wrapped up that fight real fucking fast.
Yeah.
You guys played that to a T.
I'll bring over a little tray of tea and a couple cups and a thing. May I join you?
Oh, sure. Be my guest.
More tea.
Thank you. I'll just put a note in the page that I was on.
You just dog ear a page, close it up.
No, never.
Oh, I know, me neither. Me neither.
It's just a magical bookmark.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you totally just like drop a little weave in there.
Yeah.
Close it up, and then it just kind of folds over.
Mm-hmm.
Always in blue.
What brings you to this neck of the woods?
Oh, well, me and my hired help, you probably got acquainted. It looked like you got acquainted with one of them, Mr. Risby is his name.
Hi, I'm still at the table too. I don't drink tea, but I'm listening.
Yeah, this is Olaf.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Just ignore me, I'm drunk.
Yeah, we're explorers. We're looking to find some magical city up in the ice, hopefully.
Yes, the Mr. Risby kind of said something about treasure hunting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
May I ask what kind of object?
I don't know.
You can inform him. There's no one specific object you're looking for. You're not off looking for the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know of a time. You know how it's kind of like in our own Arctic Circle, you can find ships that were lost at sea hundreds of years ago that are like closer to the North Pole than they have any reason to be because of the shifting ice and snow masses. It's sort of a situation like that, where they're looking for cities kind of lost to time and tide and the elements, but from sort of a time before conscripted magic, before written magic, cities where magic was as plain as the nose on your face, and everything was sort of if you had to equate it to anything, very much Matt Mercer's Age of Arcanum, you know, sort of that, but it was sort of the pretext for modern magic, where everything was sort of druidic in all facets of magic, where it just came naturally, sorcery style. And so there's these places that have been rumored to be lost, and there are ancient tomes, if there are any, if there's not just only rumor remaining. And Penny has a ciphered tome that is leading to a place, and it's plotted, like hypothesized trajectory through history and elemental transportation.
I tell you all of that, and then I saw you were doing a little bit of magic there with the patrons that were roughing up the place. Tell me more about how you acquired your gifts.
mostly self-taught. Um, although my father knew a little, and so I have made a book. Show you my spell book.
Sweet.
So I
I have one
find
too.
things and write them down in there. Yes, still learning though.
Yeah, I've learned very similarly to you. Gone to school and learned that way, and that through the school is where I acquired the grants to pay for this expedition, to find lost magics. Do you know anything about that up in this region?
Do I know anything about that?
Arya, not Arya. Penny. Fuck, that's hard habit to break. Penny can House of Horror. You can include the information that the school you're from is the Tower of Zeld.
Okay.
And now Holly can make a history check.
17.
17. To you, it seems almost like a rumor or gossip. You've heard about it enough to understand that it's probably real, but everything you've heard is that it's sort of fantastical in the way that it is this new, growing school for gifted individuals, a realm of magical knowledge and teachings, but you haven't really deigned to believe in it as much as you think you should have, because it always kind of seemed like false hope to you.
Does she know of any of the magic we're looking for, though?
No. Holly doesn't really have any knowledge further north than she is.
Okay.
She's seen travelers come through, expeditions come through. Very, very seldom does she see any return. And those that do swear to never venture that way north ever again. Even if it's only just for the climate's sake.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little inhospitable out here.
Yeah, the weather
we,
is not great.
Are we equipped for weather at all? Like, do we need to get
We're, equipped with
Yeah.
everything we need, yeah.
Knowing,
snowshoes and,
Yeah.
you don't need the extra items in your inventory to know like that you've been paid to come on this specific expedition. You definitely got everything that you need to survive.
Oh, okay.
A person with your skills would be very advantageous for us if you are interested in adventuring.
Always been interested, but I have to keep the inn running. It's unfortunately my father was with me doing this, and he's been gone for some time. So I'm kind of looking after everything.
Passed away, gone, or gone and never to
No,
return?
He had to make a journey to the south, right? Somewhere.
Yeah, he said there was other family business he needed to attend to, and so you've been on your own here for about a year.
Oh wow, that's a long time to be gone.
Yes, I'm somewhat worried, but knows how to take care of himself.
There's no one else that can run things for you.
I mean, there's Hans, but
You just see a little. You see a little. Yeah, I was just saying. You see a little tanker just go, hey.
But yeah. I don't know. Do I have any hired help, or am I just running the whole thing by myself?
You're essentially running this whole place single-handedly. Like, you know the locals, and occasionally, a younger child or a preteen will be sort of either sent to help you chop wood and maybe stock the bar for a couple of silver. Just kind of coerced by their parents, like, hey, get used to working, because out here you're going to have to start fishing or hunting pretty damn quick. Other than that, though, it's just basically you and Hans. It was you, your dad, and your dad's unseen servant, and your unseen servant before. And, yeah, now you're down to a crew of 1 and a half.
Man, fuck you, half.
No, because the unseen servant. The unseen servant, it has no physical form. It has no physical form.
Not your crew, my crew.
That's awesome.
All right.
Well,
you
I
are,
think I'll be off to bed. We're journeying early in the morning.
Yes, be sure to fill the pan with fresh coal under the bed. Makes it warmer.
Good note. Thank you.
and you can make an investigation check.
Investigation 14.
Yeah, your intelligence is super high, so I mean you should never roll lower than a 10, basically, right? Barely.
It's
Anyway,
a +4
you.
only.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, okay. You look under the bed, and you see there is this nice. It's not like a coal pan that you have to heat yourself. You notice that these little pans, Holly has put a minor enchantment on so that when you throw coal in, the actual pan itself, without searing the floor, cooks the coal and keeps a nice warm glow up under the floor. And you can't help but respect the magic. And we're gonna make the spell Holly's bed warmer later. But it is a unique little
appreciate it.
weave of magic.
Yeah.
And you are further garnering respect for this, like 18, you're 18, right? 18, 19?
Yep.
Yeah.
18. Yep.
Individual, whooping ass, slapping dicks, and working on her own brand of magic in this space, on top of all of the other kick you in the face abilities.
Nice.
Anybody who's taken damage, you can take a long rest as the night progresses to morning. And as you wake, your crew are the first ones up. Captain Vitri, I believe his name was.
Sounds right.
I had to close that tab. Captain Vitri is standing in the pub dining room area. About maybe a quarter of the crew is there, and they're still gassing up, coffeeing, and some of them Baileysing. A lot of cigarillo smoke. They don't typically smoke on the ship, so there's a lot of that just like sweet crochet leaf burning. A lot of silver smoke everywhere. And Holly is up. Presumably Holly doesn't get a whole lot of sleep every night. Oh, actually,
No.
Holly, was there anything you wanted to do last night before we progress to this morning?
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna go looking for that captain or that other douche.
Okay.
See where he ended up.
As the inn is closed, the regulars leave, the guests are all asleep, and an unseen servant is left with basically just like a loud bell, like a cowbell. Just that's how I signal the warning, because I was like, oh, you the alarm spell, but I was like, ah, shit, you don't have the alarm spell.
Yeah.
So there's just this cowbell that floats around, walking the perimeter of the inside
That's
inside
amazing.
of the bar. As what I imagine is like this spirit who's been an unseen servant conjured for so long that he's starting to develop his own personal thoughts, just like, I am important. That's as far as he's got. I'm not supposed to think at all, but I think I'm important. And then he like starts to bleed from the So this cowbell just constantly floats the perimeter of your the interior of your property. As you go to the top floor, the attic floor, which is your abode, and you slip from your apron and your daily clothes and don those sort of white and very light gray mottled garbs that you've crafted for yourself over these years. And you do that quick little sit on the windowsill and just like scuba diver back out. Make an acrobatics check for me.
That'll do. Acrobatics 13.
13. As you land in what is a self-built snow pile you have at the back of your property, your feet sink in deep. You always make sure to shovel it fresh every evening before the rush hour so that it's not that rock-hard, pancaked, snowed down, break your knees shit. And you land in basically what is your little Assassin's Creed hay bale, but feet first. And you start to slink towards the docks, and it's not a long way. Give me a stealth check.
18.
18. Well, shit, I haven't rolled higher than a fucking, 12 all goddamn game. There are only 2 sentries. And they appear to be the magic casters as you start to get close to the docks, and you do see... what's your passive perception again?
It's 12.
12, okay. So it takes you start to hear before you see. As you look up, the white of the snow is very disorienting. With any light in this tiny little village, it casts that reflective ray off of the ground as well as the moonlight sky projecting downward, and you do have to flit from shadow to shadow. It's almost visible enough that you wonder why they lit the candles, or the soft little what are those
lanterns?
Lanterns with the peephole thing,
Yeah.
directional lanterns, whatever, bullseye lanterns, whatever they are. As you start to get close to the docks, and you see the captain, the half-dwarven individual, and he's kind of like leaning on a crutch that they've just sort of got out for him. He's got massive white bandages up around the side of his face where the bear clawed him. And he's sort of just like trying to whisper, still a little drunk, and direct people. As you notice, there are now most of his crew on Penny's ship.
Oh, okay. Now, is he kind of like off by himself, or not really?
Definitely not off by himself. They are working as one unit at this point. Basically, the 2 magic users are keeping watch by the edge of the dock. They have these tiny little orbs of light orbiting and circling out around them, keeping an eye. And then no further perception check needed. As you're sitting and assessing the situation, you just hear the... as you see individuals up just tearing the shit out of Penny's boat's sails.
Douchebags. Okay. I am going to... Okay, first find somewhere kind of to hide.
Okay. Make another stealth check, as now you're a little bit closer and you're looking for a closer proximity little nook.
Okay, that's is that 13 plus 2 is 15?
15, okay. That wasn't intentionally rolled. 2 13s with 0 perception modifiers for these acolytes. They're looking around with their little hooded lanterns. That's what they're called. You have a familiar spot, just off kind of by the boathouse near the docks, as you tuck around just underneath the lip of its shingles and down behind the couple of barrels that you've intentionally placed there over the last year.
Okay, so looking towards those 2 lookouts.
Mm-hmm.
Which direction is that to me?
So you are on the south side of the dock, about 25-30 feet away. The dock is, to your north. and the acolytes are both stationed, one on each side of the dock, looking out for any pedestrians coming their way. The dock does go out about 60 or 70 feet to where the ships are moored, right at its tip. Like the ice and the sleet and the debris that end up here because of the cold temperatures kind of make it just a little bit more difficult for the ships to kind of get into a comfortable de-docking or like docking range. So they're kind of moored right at the very, very tip of the last bit of dock that goes out.
Okay, I'm going to dash back to the inn.
Mm-hmm.
Still slink into the shadows
Yep.
as best I can. And I'm going to go and kind of just rap on Penny's door.
Okay.
I assume I hear it.
Penny, make a perception check.
Perception 16.
16. You definitely hear a little at your door. And as you're up, you find you're pulling your... I feel like you've got your regular spell book, and then you've got like your little pocket one that's just got like fireball written in it. And you sort of like wake and you're just like how I have a dagger under the bed, and you're just
For
like,
sure.
And you're alert for a quick second as your eyes and your ears scan the room. You even take a sniff.
Who is it?
It's Holly.
What do you need?
May I come in, please?
Sure, just a sec. Throw on a... Unlock the door.
And we'll create the Penny creates her own clothes spell later.
Yeah.
As you just poof, jammies.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I was halfway through, like just picking the lock to just open it myself.
As Penny opens the door, make a sleight of hand check.
15.
Okay. Penny definitely sees you putting your lockpicks back in your pocket with her passive percentage of 20.
Yeah.
Passive perception.
Yeah.
I hate to disturb you. I was just out and about, and there seems to be people on your boat that shouldn't be on your boat.
Why are you
I
out and about? It's so
crew
late.
From earlier tonight.
Oh,
They may have been doing some sabotage.
Did you say sabotage?
Sabotage.
Oh, stabotage would have been better.
Sabotage.
sabotage.
Oh, y'all, it's a stabotage. Yeah.
You could maybe grab your captain or crew. I would hate for anything more to happen to her ship.
Yes, thank you for informing us. It's so late. Why were you out and about?
I'm basically like in a white Assassin's Creed, like,
Yeah.
Nice.
get up right now.
Nice.
Pretty much.
Midnight walk kind of thing.
Okay.
Roll a perception or a persuasion or deception, and Penny can roll an insight.
Oh, that was almost good. 13.
Nat 20 plus 5, 25.
Nice.
Yeah, you're not buying anything about her disguise.
Yeah.
Everything about the ship being sabotaged is definitely like, oh yeah, oh shit.
I believe
oh,
that,
fuck,
yeah. Okay, I'll wake Olaf and Mr. Brisby and the crew right away.
Yes. Would you like some help?
Greatly appreciated, yeah. And we'll wake everyone up.
I want to know who's waking up Mr. Risby. Because Mr. Risby...
Olaf can wake up Mr. Risby.
No, because Olaf's a different room. You got to wake him up, and
Yeah, I
somebody's
know, exactly.
But if two of you are going off to wake up different people, I don't want to roleplay waking up or disturbing Mr. Risby in the middle of his dwarven
Not
plunge.
getting up on my own.
I will
Somebody has
send
to.
a message to Mr. Risby.
Okay. Mr. Risby, I want you to give me a Constitution saving throw to see if you're still up having vigorous sex with this Dwarven lady.
I sure am. 22.
Oh, shit! You're like, okay. You are sex mixed with the channel run of A New Hope, Star Wars A New Hope. Almost there. Almost there. And then Penny sends you a message.
Mr. Risby,
Okay, and I'm like, ah, shit. Okay,
Wait,
I better listen to this.
hold on. She's got to send you the words yet.
Yeah.
Mr. Risby, the crew, the Dwarven crew from downstairs earlier is on our ship and is wreaking havoc. We need some help to save the ship.
All right. So at that point, I say, hey, duty calls, babe, and I just kind of leap out of bed, do my obligation to my team, and I run out of the door, and she's like yelling after me. She's like, what the fuck, you know? So, but I get dressed really quickly. I might have forgot a couple things, and I run downstairs and make my
So yeah, this
way to the dock.
Dwarven lady's yelling after you like, the fuck you think you're doing? You fucking go, he's suiting up. Oh, great. Oh, that's kind of fucking sexy. Come back. Come back when you're done. And, yeah, no, still sort of up, just like nursing this headache and the knife wound in my back. Let's go. As you guys make your way to the...
Follow me,
And they
and
follow.
I'll take them the back way, so that it's not just walking up to
Sure.
a couple magic masters.
You guys can make a group stealth check if you are all trying to slink up stealthily. Oh, Olaf rolled pretty good.
14.
Okay.
12.
Okay.
I also got a 14.
I rolled a 15. I win, bitches! NPCs for the win! As you guys make your way up, following the tracks through the snow that haven't quite been windswept over from where Holly went previously, you make your way up beside the little fishing shack, or the boathouse, and the barrels. There's somebody can make a perception check, or somebody can make one with advantage if somebody's helping, or two of you can make a perception check.
I'll help.
16. Do you want me to roll with advantage?
Yeah, roll the advantage.
Ooh, that's better.
A crazy good perception.
22.
22. You see in the moonlit night, as everybody is still sort of rustling down behind these barrels, following Holly's guidance through her footsteps through the snow, which now just looks like a herd of antelope have kind of come and gone. She's like, God, I forgot how good I am at this, and normal people aren't. And you get to the barrels, and she's like pushing people down, especially Olaf, who's just still a little fucked up. Penny is looking out and seeing, definitely in the bright moonlight and the reflection off of the snow, and even the bit of flecking snow coming through being just tossed by the breeze, long streaks of torn sail, and no second vessel,
Motherfuckers.
as it seems to have been unmoored and sailed off into the night. And with your, it was 22?
Yeah.
Yeah, no sign of the other ship in that time. The wind is blowing heavily south.
Well, it looks like they sailed away and ruined our sails.
Oh, it took so long to get back.
That's alright.
There were a lot of them. I didn't think I could get them all by myself.
That's fair. Yeah.
Right, so is this like surprise party? It was my birthday yesterday. I don't know if nobody knows.
Oh.
So, like, is there cake?
No, the sails on our ship are ruined.
Shit, that birthday lie never works. Alright, I'm going back to bed. Oh, shit, our sails? What the fuck? That's terrible. I want to make macaroni. Do you want some?
Yeah, I'll have some Oleg. I mean,
Alright.
Olaf.
I feel like I need something to soak up the booze.
Late night macaroni's always good.
Holly, do you have macaroni if I want some?
I can whip something up, yes.
I like this girl. She can stay here because we are going that way tomorrow. Well, whenever we change the sails, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Hopefully there isn't more damage than... Was there more damage than that?
You can
or-
go onto the ship and make an investigation check. Yep.
Yeah, I will. That's a 21.
21. Yeah, with your intelligence and your ability to memorize and consume knowledge and just even your environment, you go on the ship and you don't find anything missing. There's no grounds for any potential laws of like grand larceny or laws that might put these guys in hotter water than basically what is petty vandalism.
Okay.
And honestly, it's the easiest way to dick with somebody and kind of get away with it, is you just send your sailors up to their mainmast, and then you stick a knife in, you glide to the bottom, and then you just get on your own ship and fuck off. And then that whole party has to spend a day changing their sails.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was very, very petty. And I enjoyed making that up to fuck with you guys. I was just like, yeah, that would piss me the fuck off. And you'd have to spend like half a day minimum having your whole crew take the sails down and put up your replacement sails. Just fuck those guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, nothing other than the petty vandalism of shit. Our boss got his shit kicked out of him. I don't know why the Russian there adore him. But yeah.
Okay. Well, good news is it's only the sails that are vandalized. Nothing else was stolen or broken, so
Could be worse.
could be worse. I'm gonna go back to bed.
Alright. Same thing, y'all can achieve a long
Yeah.
rest in this time. The originally the torn sails weren't supposed to be meant to be found till morning when I was writing this all out, and then I was like, oh right, Ski's character does some vigilante bullshit at night.
That's awesome.
She is
I like her.
not Batman. What's something the white? What's
I feel like Moon Knight, because
Moon
Moon Knight's kind
Knight,
of got
that's-
the
yes.
wizard
Very Moon
shit
Knight.
going on too, right?
very Moon Knight, especially because like partial magic and shit.
That's what Matt
Yeah.
just said. Yeah.
I couldn't hear him because I'm deaf as fuck. You all achieve a long rest. You wake up in the morning. Your crew has all been informed. They're pissed and they're just like, come on, man. Like untying and tying all those knots with our already sort of frostbitten fingers.
I don't
Penny-
have any magic that can help. I mean, I probably do, but
Yeah, I was going to say, Penny, roll a percentile die.
two.
Well, that's bad. That's about as bad as it can be. You get caught up in your tome the next morning when they inform you, like, this might take half a day. The extreme temperatures might make it take longer. And with a 2, without you helping, it definitely takes longer. Their projections were noon, and it starts to get closer to like 4 in the afternoon by the time somebody says, like, we might be done in a half an hour.
Okay.
As the locals come and go, it starts to reach that time. Just wondering if you guys want to do anything.
No. I mean, you said there wasn't anything really else in this town.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah. So. No, I'll make my way to the ship.
Alright. Starts to hit 3-ish, 4-ish in the afternoon, and the sun is setting. You guys are very far north, and the further you get, you're going to start having those, like, month-long days and month-long nights.
That's fair.
It's at this point, as Captain Vitri, yes, Vitri, nailed it. Well, this was a bit more than I bargained for here. Madam, hopefully a bit of extra compensation for the boys.
Of course.
Thank you kindly. As always, you are more than generous, and you definitely have more gold than it says you have in your thing.
Oh, I didn't even look.
Yeah, you probably got like tens of thousands.
Yeah.
That are just like all in love. In the do you have tap?
Yeah.
And passive perception?
20.
20. As you're walking out, through the snow, kind of still contemplating your book. Suddenly there's a massive shockwave. A noise hits you from what seems, like you see somebody chop wood from a half a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
You get the sound before you see the action.
Mm-hmm.
You get one of those, except it is immense. I need everybody to kind of make a low DC dexterity saving throw.
$12.
16.
Me too.
Yeah, everybody.
Natural 1, so 3.
Natural 1. Holly, you're sort of just going to, like, escort Penny out the door as this shockwave hits, and you're just kind of on the middle of a step out onto the ice, and as this wave and sound hits you all, rippling through your bodies, only Holly slips and kind of falls onto her ass a little bit, and then super embarrassed does one of those breakdance spins up into a stance as the rogue of your archetype kicks in. There is snow is shifted. Wind has been completely, the whistling it gone, as suddenly you see far off in the horizon, maybe not far off as you think it is. You guys can make history checks. As this object begins to billow smoke, chemtrail sort of style, as it's beginning to descend through the wind-swept blue sky. There are no clouds as it is coming down in the pre-dusk.
23.
23.
21.
21.
18.
18. The 23 and the 21 have it. As Mr. Risby and Penny know of the flying cities. One primarily, the major one, the only one visible from its height in the stratosphere where a mage culture lives. The living city of Yggdrasil.
Nice.
You guys remember the Yggdrasil conduits
Yep.
from the Barren Edge?
Mm-hmm.
Begins to smoke and descend as you can literally see rippling shockwaves from the echo of this magnified explosion beginning to descend from the sky.
shit. Well, that's not good.
What a twist.
Bye, bar. What did you call the bar?
Holly's Hollow.
Holly's Hollow. Great name. Oh shit, I don't have any place to put this. Fuck. As the shockwave passes, you can all see a smoking trail. Like I said, the chemtrail. Is Quinn there?
He was peeing.
Oh, okay. I just saw, I was like, what? Why is that all green? It does suit his character. He's basically like in a, like
Tuxedo.
a coattails from like a cartoon where they're all curled up, but his his jacket's all green, and he's got like a darker green vest on and like a little green ascot, and his eyes are green and his hair's green, and then he's just got like black gloves and a black top hat. Quinn, you're back. Mr. Risby.
Sorry.
Do you remember the Year-Drassen conduits from the Barren Edge?
Remind me.
The magical orbs that the people on the Barren Edge had that were keeping the barrier up?
Yes.
Alright. The city of Yeardrass. As the shockwave passes through you, and you can see the large smoking trail of this massive, ancient, magical city. Something almost akin to what Penny was going to look for in the Great White North. And as it begins this long, slow tumble's the wrong word, low drift through the sky, definitely descending, but not quickly. You see a small piece of broken structure tumble away. As it gets closer, your passive perception's so high. Penny can point it out to you guys as you're rushing now further up into the village, a little bit past the inn, a little bit towards the outskirts, as Penny is mapping and like tucking her historical tome away and putting hands on her wizard's book. As the piece of broken structure is falling through the sky now at terminal velocity, and there are two giant forms twisting and clasping across the tough surface. And then it collides with the ground on the outskirts of town. You guys can make a dexterity saving throw. And Olaf. Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Dirty 20.
13.
Sorry, what's the roll?
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, okay.
It's low DC.
A 13.
13. Okay, yeah, it was DC 12. As the ground shakes and you manage to keep your footing as you're running forward, as this massive portion, what seemed like a speck from this city now, a massive boulder, these two large combatants ripping and tearing, you just hear and as it collides with the outskirts of town, there is a black and green streaked reptilian creature locked in combat with this massive metal and stone humanoid, easily 30, probably about 30 feet tall apiece. The lizard at the shoulders. And the lizard bites down on this massive robot man and just tears away portions of its heavily armored, like almost carapace, the way it's designed. And as the scaly, bleeding, four-legged, long-necked, draconian-looking creature turns towards the shouting members of the town, and with a hot snort, it lashes its tail and knocks the metal man down, and it seems to go limp, as it then snaps its jaws. And a farm hand is like running out with a spear as it snaps him up in its jaws and just turns him to red paste across its whole torso and begins to charge towards the village.
Shit.
Oh, and hot snort. It's snorting, and there's lots of steam. There's
Yeah.
a lot of heat. Suddenly, amid the yelling and the fleeing of family and citizens. Somebody give me a perception check. Somebody other than Penny, because Penny's passive is stupid.
Risby, go.
Not as stupid as Orem's.
16.
16. DC was 15, so that's awesome.
Nice.
So Penny and Mr. Risby hear, suddenly amid the yelling and the fleeing of the citizens, there's just... as this clink-clank shearing metal suddenly reaches out with this automaton arm and digs blades back into the draconic creature. Green and purple blood spraying everywhere as suddenly the creature starts to scream out as this torso turns red and it splits in two, blasted apart by this laser eye vision as the automaton pulls itself up on its busted gears and arms, clear heat vision, like Supermaning this thing into two pieces, even in its battered state. And the lizard just screams itself to death as this now busted automaton with its massive clawed hand digs into the stone and with its battered clawed face begins to pull itself through the ichor of the dead lizard and pull itself towards the village. You can all roll initiative.
Dang, that visual.
I liked the little bait and switch too. I was like, it's gonna be a little dragon thing. Nope, it's a robot.
Oh,
I rolled an 8.
come on.
The big dice is letting me down tonight.
All right, I was gonna build a little bionicle creature, like kind of with one leg missing and like a clawed arm. I'm gonna use one of these though that Krista's already seen. One of my giants.
Oh, nice. I was kind of picturing like the
Very,
Iron Giant.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
You know?
Kind of Ultron-esque in a way with the
Little,
colors.
yeah. It's, yeah, so...
Cool. I like it.
Do you guys want to fight from this side, or do you want to fight from this side?
Yeah.
The side you were
well,
just pointing at.
yeah.
Over here?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Sweet. So, Arya can place all your minis...
Penny?
Penny, fuck, can place all your minis down at that far end. It's kind of a little fun just you and me doing all the mini and map stuff.
Yeah.
As this creature, so imagine it's prone. Its movement is halved. It has 40 feet of movement, halved to 20, because it is missing most of a leg and most of an arm on opposite sides, and it's already pretty bastardized. But where that big rock is on the white platform on the map is the portion of Yrdras that fell. And as you look and begin to come forward, rolling initiative, you see these smaller metal and wood and stone individuals sort of, I must fulfill my directive, as the first appearance of Warforged in our campaign.
Very cool.
Anywhere around the stone. I think 3 of the 4 of these are Chitauri from Marvel.
Nice.
Because they're all like metallic and gray.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it works.
Alright, so Holly, what's your initiative?
Was a 9.
Penny?
Also 9.
Oh no, Mr. Risby.
8.
Oh no! Okay, but that's probably good because I always roll garbage on initiative.
As you roll a good initiative.
15 plus 1 for the Warforged. Oh no. It's a good thing that the Yrdras Gate Guardian is farther away. He doesn't have an initiative bonus. Oh, still in that 13. Yay!
Ugh.
I think the key is you guys have to roll like shit so I can roll good, okay? Just
There
remember
we
that
go.
going.
It's one or the other.
Remember
not
that
both.
going forward. Just roll like garbage so that I can do better and kill you all. Okay?
Gate Guardian.
The Yrdras Gate Guardian. Loosely based off of an iron golem, but...
Rolled a 13.
Alright, Warforged A is going to... Oh, Penny, I would have... If you'd saw shit coming before initiative, it was an action to cast Mage Armor. I'd give you that in advance.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. You'd be like... You saw creatures tumbling out of the air, a lizard get blown in half by Superman vision. You'd have been like, oh, yeah, Mage Armor, let's go.
Yeah.
Because, Warforged A, you're definitely the closest. It's going to run at you right up into melee. It has multi-attack, 2, so as it runs up, it is a little busted as well.
That
But-
tree is kind of in the way, but...
Yeah, that's fine. The tree was mainly for our rogue to be able to hide.
Yeah.
As this Warforged starts to run up to you, just like making weird electronic noises, not that you would know what those are.
Nope.
His hands sort of fold back and blades shoot out of his wrists as he takes a swipe at you, sort of Assassin's Creed style. I guess we were just talking about that. It's +5 to hit. 13?
Nope.
Oh shit. Oh, that's a 15.
Yep.
15 hits. Okay, so as one blade scrapes across and just sends blue sparks off your mage armor, the second one is a 1d6 plus 3. 4 points of slashing damage as this one tip of this Assassin's Creed arm blade just manages to pierce its way through your armor. B is going to run for Olaf.
10,
That's an 18 and a nat 1. So the first blade, sort of the opposite, as he goes to block, the blade sinks into his shoulder. 7 points of piercing damage, or slashing damage, I mean. The other one was nat 1. Alright, C is going to run at H. Holly.
What's their movement?
I believe it's 30. Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And that's an 18 to hit.
I'm going to use reaction and cast shield.
Okay. Does that block an 18?
Oh, it puts me to 19.
Nice. Second attack was a 23.
Well, sure, that can just hit.
Sort of similar vibes happen here, like blades are scraping and then piercing, or piercing and then scraping as your shield goes up and completely blocks this one thrust of this folded back hand arm. The next one just kind of comes in through the side, a little bit more of a fighter tactic than you're used to. Fuck, another nat 1, so you take, what was that? 4 points of slashing damage as a blade rakes kind of across your ribs. And you've been pretty accomplished in this place for a while. It's almost a little jarring for you to actually see your own blood for once, as opposed to making other people see their blood.
Nobody makes me bleed my own.
Yeah, dodgeball, love it. That last Warforged with the white base bib is going to run just 20 feet across to the,
10, 15, 20.
and then 10 feet back. My cognitive function are not quite as compromised. I will protect. I'm going to attack. And he's like, oh. The Gate Guardian hauling itself at a mere 20 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah.
As it's massive now, I wasn't going to rebuild the whole thing, but imagine where that club is now just this massive evolved claw that it jettisoned from its forearm, like kind of Wolverine or Sabretooth style, and is pulling itself across the ground through the snow and the drake blood. Holly, it is your turn.
Ooh, Okay. So, bonus action. Start a blade song again.
Nice.
And for my action, I am going to cast Mirror Image.
Oh, nice. I have that one too.
Yeah, it's a pretty sweet spell. I use it in Baldur's Gate all the time. Yeah, so I have my blade song up, and I have 3 duplicates just appear around me.
Nice. All right, you got movement left.
I do,
Oh,
but not really anything else to do, so I'm just gonna hang out there.
Remember, with the mobile feat, as long as you attack somebody, you don't have.
That's right.
You don't have to spend a bonus
right.
action to disengage. You can just bounce.
Well, but I did.
Yeah,
My spell was an action, and then Blade Song's bonus action,
Yep.
so I'm kind of used up.
It was just I was looking through all the feats, and I was like, man, why don't more rogues have that feat? Because then you could just
right?
you could just take a slash.
Hit, and then don't have to waste your bonus action to disengage.
Exactly.
You just smack a bitch and then run away.
Well, and then you could use your bonus action to hide right after.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell Brett about that feat. All right,
Good.
Penny.
Yeah.
Another large portion of the city clatters out of the sky and impacts the ground around you. Not quite close enough to make you all have to make a dex save again. And then another
Can I?
as snowy ice water is just coating the village as portions of this city are breaking off and falling all around you.
Catapult says choose one object, so that means I can't catapult one of these robots.
No, they're a creature.
Okay.
They're a creature
Yeah.
construct. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just checking.
But yeah, like rocks, icicles,
Yeah. No, I was just.
anything anybody
Yeah.
drops along the way.
Yeah.
There are a lot of portions of this automaton guardian that have fallen off that you've seen.
Yep.
Just trying to help paint a picture. Just like when your cousin killed Magnus. He
Yep.
was just like, are there just like God scrolls laying around since people have been knocking them off? I was like, yeah. He was like, all right, I'm going to double God scroll. Bonk.
Yeah.
Magnus dead.
Yeah. Pretty much. Okay.
I still go back and listen to when you guys found out he was alive all the time. It is so heart-filling.
I'm gonna try and cast. I don't even know how to pronounce this word. Vitrolic.
Vitrolic?
Sure. Sphere.
I don't know.
On this guy and that guy. It's
Okay.
a 20-foot radius,
Okay.
so I'll just cast it in the
See,
middle.
when we were
and
talking
then...
about that 20-foot radius, which means 40 feet across.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's instantaneous, though. It doesn't last.
Oh. Well, then never mind.
Yeah.
I was trying to get you an aerial
All good.
effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get them both.
Dexterity save for both of them, I guess.
All right, so that's Warforged D. We'll do him first. Dex plus 1. That's a nat 20.
Fuck. Okay.
Pretty sure. Half damage on a save?
On failure. Yeah.
Okay, but no, I have no Dex modifier on the Gate Guardian.
Okay.
And the Gate Guardian, because he's technically missing an arm and a leg, is making it with disadvantage.
Okay.
So that is a 12. Oh, that's a 6.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so half damage to the Warforged.
Yes.
So roll me full damage.
Oh, so much damage. Okay.
Oh shit, so much damage!
So many D4s.
Come on, get down with the sickness.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13.
Yes, that's a lot of damage. Emotional damage.
14, 18, 20,
26. Full damage.
26 points of poison damage.
Acid.
Good. Because...
That's the full damage, so whatever that is halved for the other
it's
guy.
good. Acid, good, because they were immune to poison.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh
metal
no.
acid. It's
Yeah.
acid. Yeah.
And half, so 13 points of damage to the Warforged. You splash him with acid, and he's like the most cognizant one. He's like, run back to protect, run back to. It's like his face is now melted away. His one like forearm falls off. He's just doing that noise over and over.
Okay, and then they will take another 5d4 acid damage at the end of its next turn.
Oh yeah, acid lingers.
That's just for the Gate Guardian because
Okay.
he failed.
How many? Okay, at the end of his next turn. So he only just went. So just remember the acid damage for the end of his next turn.
Yeah.
It was half as much, or no? It was a new dice roll.
It's a new dice roll.
Yeah.
It's 5d4.
Sweet. Mr. Risby.
Risby. Okay, I would like to cast a spell called Moonbeam.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast it. Wait.
I've definitely read this one before, but I do not remember.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna cast it at the 4th level. It's a giant cylinder of light. Color of light that's 40 feet high. It's got a 5-foot radius. When a creature starts its turn or moves into it, it takes 4d10 radiant damage.
Oh shit.
If they fail a Constitution 14, if they make it, it's half damage.
Yep.
And as an action, I can move it 60 feet anywhere I want.
Okay, so what's the range on the spell, and who are you focusing it on?
The range is 120 feet, and I'll put it on the big guy.
Oh shit! Yeah, 120 feet, absolutely. Do you want to move from where you're at, or you guys are just like front lining it, like all walking as one?
I was planning on Misty stepping out of the way of an enemy after I cast it, or before. It doesn't matter.
Nice. Okay, yeah, 120 feet. So if it starts or ends its turn in the space.
Let me just read it so I make sure it's. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Okay, so where's the fucking magic effect ring? Where's Xander when I need him for all these fucking rings? Last petrified magic effect. Okay, so when it enters the space for the first time on its turn was the wording, right?
Yep.
First time on a turn and starts its turn there.
Okay,
Or
so
starts its turn then.
yeah, so the moonbeam is glistening down on Big Boy, and and just like illuminating what you're seeing is now these whirring sapphires within its eyes as they. And you see one of them like sparking and shooting like just electricity out of the side of its face, and it kind of loses focus and drifts off, but the other eye immediately does, as a legendary action, a fire ray. Sorry, I called it laser eyes, but it's a fire ray. I need... Shit, you guys are in a straight across line, so yeah, it'd be whoever just hit it. Mr. Risby, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Wait, is this all happening before I Misty Step as my bonus action out of the way?
No, so you'd Misty Step first. Sorry, yeah. At the end of your turn, I can do a legendary action.
Where do you want to Misty Step to?
Just like away from you. Not like you as a human. No, push it like...
Louder! Push it. Louder!
Like this
Okay,
way?
you see the... Yeah, just put me that way. Like, yeah, over there. Yeah, put me down over there. Yeah.
Wait,
and then
it's
further
30
away
feet,
from
right?
everyone else.
Yeah.
Just get me out of the way of everyone else. Yeah, sure. That
Okay.
works. It's very hard to try and describe where.
Yeah, without moving. That's the great thing about being here in physicality is that I can put my mini where I say I want him to be.
Yeah.
You're still within visual range, so make a dexterity saving throw. As
Okay.
this one eyeball manages to light up with this laser vision that just cut a drake in half.
16.
Okay. The saving throw was 15.
Oh,
I keep keeping him by 1.
The golem shoots scorching heat from its eyes in a 60-foot line. Yeah, that's 60 feet. Each creature in that area must make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw, taking 5d8 or halved. So 5d8 halved. Oh my god, these new dice. 6. An 8. Another 6. So 18. 19.
19 damage. Oof.
19, 20, 21.
you saved those at
20,
half?
22 fire damage, halved to 11. My last two
11.
rolls were terrible. So 11 points of fire damage as suddenly this one eye finally manages to click itself into place and just and shoots out this beam of red energy. I'd say most of your cloak and like one of your sleeves of your fancy little tux of green is just torched. And
I'm very offended. One of my little tassels, one of my little.
I'm gonna say you're pretty pissed about that shit.
Charred.
Yeah, and a little bit of damage there. So that was the end of it, though. So top of the round, Warforged A is gonna punch. Yeah, it's gonna punch a penny. That's a nat fucking 20.
Shield.
So it's a 25 total. So no point in wasting this.
Oh wait, is it? Oh, he's just melee attacking
Yeah.
me? Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, so, and yeah, if it's the great thing about Shield, because it's a reaction, like a counterspell, you can be like, oh, if that's a 9th level spell, obviously I'm not going to try and counterspell it with a level 1 or level 3 counterspell. Same with Shield. If it only boosts you by so much, don't waste it on an attack you know is already going to exceed, despite that fact. And second attack was a 23, so both hit, I believe. 1d6 plus 3, 7, 14 points of slashing damage as this thing manages to just punch its little bladed wrists in and around you. Roll a percentile check.
56.
56, okay. You do notice that a lot of the portions of this Warforged are heavily damaged from the fall on like this portion of a flying city.
Okay.
B is going to attack. Olaf is not looking great. He did not get a long rest. That doesn't hit. Oh shit! Both don't hit. Olaf's just like, fuck off, I'm hungover, fucking, and just like, you just see him like kind of put his hand on one of these Warforged's faces. Just go away. C is up in Holly's face. We're gonna roll a 3 plus 5, so that doesn't hit. And a nat 1 plus 5. Christ on a bike. Warforged D is like, I'm going to, and he just starts to run forward 30 feet. That's the one in front of the giant. He's real fucked up.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Somebody roll me a percentile die for Mr. Fucky Face over here, who's half melted and half crushed from falling from like a mile.
Go for a birthday
93.
boy.
93.
93.
93. Okay, so he only takes 1 point of additional malfunctioning damage. Okay, so the Gate Guardian, what was the additional damage on his turn?
5, 6, 7 only.
7 points of
Acid.
acid, but there was also a moonbeam on this motherfucker, if I'm not much mistaken.
Quinn, how much?
Mr. Risby, you cast a moonbeam
There
thing
is
on this
a
bitch?
moonbeam on his ass, and that's 40-10.
Nice, roll him out.
22, not great, but over 50%. I'll take it.
Out of 4d10, that just over 50%. That's
22.
Yep, buddy.
That's awesome.
You notice.
Need to use that more.
Great job.
You notice as this thing is like clawing its way through the snow and the dirt and just all this ichor of dragon blood, and now there's like chars of and melted portions of these automaton warforged individuals just dripped throughout the snow, now hardening into actual solid metal again. He's like reaching out with his one good arm, and as he goes with like sort of his like war amp stump of his left arm, the moonbeam sort of cuts through that shoulder, and he just leaves that portion of his arm behind, as now he's only got one full arm at the shoulder. It's still just trying to pull his way to whatever he considers an adversary. He has 20 feet of movement only. 10, 15, 20. That's a fun voice. You gotta remember that one. I gotta roll a d6 to see if his laser vision comes back. It comes back. He doesn't even give a fuck about his own folks at this point. He's gonna aim. Somebody roll me a d4. We're gonna go. Olaf is 1, Penny is 2, Holly is 3, and Mr. Risby is 4. Somebody roll me a d4.
3.
All right, Holly and the Warforged in front of Holly are about to get Supermaned. No. Oh, dexterity saving throw from you, Holly. Oh, you'll be good at that.
Yeah, well, kinda. Dirty 20.
Oh.
Kind.
Yeah, kinda. Oh, shit.
I only have a +2. I just rolled an 18.
The Warforged rolled a nat 13 plus 1, so he just failed.
Nice.
Oh, shit. Yeah, he's just gonna vaporize his own dude here. These are D8s, I believe.
Friendly fire.
Come back, mouse. Also, where did my aggressive music go? Five D8. 2, 7, 13, 20. 22 points of fire damage. That Warforged is fucking done.
Dead?
C.
11 for me then, because I saved.
11 for you.
He's out?
He's out. Yeah, I've been doing varying HPs so that they're not all just like 40. Not all Warforged are created equal. Yeah, so 11 for or whatever it was, whatever the half was for you.
Yep.
Warforged is gone. That is all he's got. Multi-attack, 2 melee attacks, and the laser eye. Yeah. Yeah, these guys fell from a mile. They're not.
Lots of bludgeoning damage.
They all showed up fucked up to this party. Holly.
Okay, would you say it is dim light?
Okay,
Not
it was getting to dusk, and that was an important part of them changing the sails.
Also, is there a flaming city nearby casting light on this situation?
The city is still... Okay, so I rolled a 10. It is definitely dusk.
Nice. Okay.
So it is now
Oh.
officially dim light. The light from the falling city of Yudras It is flaming and smoking, but from where you're at, if you looked up and fully extended, it's still only about the size of a thumbnail falling out of the sky. And even that is like super visible for one of the flying cities that spend their time up, just like they're like satellites within the atmosphere.
Okay.
So Holly.
All right, my bonus action, I'm going to cast Shadow Blade.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh yeah, and
Just
so
describe to me, like, as it gets into dim light too, how your entire demeanor shifts.
oh yeah, it's vigilante time. she like a hardened look over her face, and just like, okay, it's on now. So Shadow Blade, as she kind of like loops the hands around and kind of like does a little twirly thing, and then this nice big gleaming sword of gloom appears in her hand.
Yup.
Yup. So I'm
Sweet.
going to run up to the big guy.
How much movement? 50, you said?
Yeah,
50 feet,
with blade
yes.
singing, yeah, crazy movement with mobile. I didn't realize giving you the mobile feat was gonna buff you this much. That's awesome.
It's that blade song that
Yeah.
is like, stack that.
I didn't read enough
Okay.
on that.
So Shadow Blade is really cool because in dim light you can make your attack with advantage. So as a rogue, pretty important.
Nice.
So I'm
23
going to
on
take
that
a
insight.
swing.
23 on that insight.
Nice. Yeah, you definitely just
Oh,
saw emotion drop
19 plus 6.
away. Yeah, that'll
20,
fucking hit.
25.
Very nice.
Oh, I wanted that to be a crit. That would have been good. Okay. So that's
It is technically prone because I know it's standing because that's
You
a
don't
great
get
Lego
double
build.
advantage.
But it is, so with a melee attack, it's prone crawling this whole time, so you have advantage on the
Oh.
attack.
anyway. I rolled with advantage because I have advantage with the.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't get
that's
double
right. Ah,
advantage.
shit. Yeah, I was just like, I was really hoping for the crit.
Yeah, me too. But that's okay. It's still 2d8 plus 2 psychic damage plus sneak attack. So.
Oh, buddy, hit me.
Oh yeah. Oh, double sixes. All right. Alright. So that's gonna be 8. 8 plus 2, 10 psychic damage and 12 sneak attack damage.
Nice.
Nice. And normally a construct like this, not that you would know, would be either immune or resistant to psychic damage, but there is a portion of this construct that is rooted in actual manipulation and replication of basically like stem cell shit. Like we're trying to create up in these floating cities constructs with brains. And so the psychic damage hits and you just see that one lazy ruby eye shatter. Like it's the equivalent of the mind sliver where it was like nosebleeds and blood coming out of the eyes. It's just having a hard time reconciling that type of damage with its constructed bits. And one of its eyes now is completely gone, just shredded into splinters of ruby across the snow.
Beautiful. I should still have, I think, 15 feet of movement. It was 35 to get me up there.
I believe something like that, yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, yep.
Yeah.
So I'll skirt around it another 15 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll do.
Nice.
Or I can do it on this side if you want to be able to see
No,
it better.
that's okay. I can still see.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Penny.
That'll be my turn.
Penny's turn. Confronted by one automaton war-forged individual.
Oh.
Don't Pull back, baby. It is 20-9. This is definitely the last fight.
I'm
Be
gonna.
able to like aim to the far side and get them just caught on the fringe of the blast if you got fireball.
There's still 3 Warforged kind of on the
Yeah,
front
I'm
lines
gonna cast Magic Missile
Nice.
Nice.
at 3rd level, so that gives me 2 additional darts.
So I'll do.
That's technically a range.
It is.
So I would
if-
have to
If you're
move.
in melee, it'd be with disadvantage. Well, no,
Okay, so
magic
I'll-
missile it wouldn't count. They automatically hit. So you could literally
Even if
just
it's melee, though?
yeah, magic missile automatically hits. There's
Magic missile's
no
just an
roll
auto
to
hit,
hit.
yeah.
So even if somebody's right within your melee range, you can just be like shotgun to the chest.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I was gonna Misty Step away anyway.
I kind of figured that was part of your
Yeah.
plan. Yeah.
So maybe I'll just 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I'll just like Misty Step over here. And then I'll
Sweet.
do 3 to the guy that was in front of me and then 2 to
To D. Okay, so 2 to A, 2 to D.
Oh shit! I just realized I have the mirror image. When you shot me, I should roll to.
Oh yeah, roll that shit.
Duplos get hit.
Yep.
That's a 10, so you would have hit one of the Duplos, not me.
Okay, so whatever the damage was, heal back up.
Yeah, and so there's only 2 left now.
Yeah.
so that's 5.
Yeah, fuck. Mirror image.
darts.
Dope spell, you just gotta remember it. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a concentration spell?
No, it's just 1 minute.
Nice.
Okay, so
This is
we've
against A first. A Warforged.
oh yeah, that's only 3, not 5. Wow, okay. That's 10
Damage to...
force damage to A.
Okay. They were looking half decent, and now are looking like maybe they're exactly at half hit points.
And 5 to
D, the white-
D?
the white
The
one?
white,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice. So this melted, glitching one running forward just, I'm going to, and he's just like, even when he brings his fist up every time, he's just like, he's almost looking like he just wants to like run into somebody more than anything. So it was bonus action, Misty Step, action, magic missile.
Missile, and then... Yeah, that's all I can do, I
That's all you
think.
got. Mr. Risby!
Okay.
You're the only one not kind of face to face with somebody right now.
Okay. Couple questions.
Yeah.
Is Moonlight? Is he still in the range of Moonlight, or do I have to move it?
He was still.
Moonbeam.
Wait. Moonlight. Is it
Moonbeam.
when he starts and ends their turn?
Just starts.
Just starts. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he took the damage already. The Moonlight is directly on top of the giant Gate Guardian mechanical creature clawing its way through the snow and dragon blood.
It did move, though, 20 feet up. So he would have to move it.
Yes,
be over
so
top.
yeah, so it's technically it's like here
It's back there.
behind. So I mean, yeah, if you moved it again on top of him, then
And
when
you
he
take
starts
40, 10 next turn again.
Yeah.
yeah, when he starts his next turn, then yeah, another 40-10.
Let me just look at one thing.
2d10?
It's 40-10. Well, at the whatever level you cast it at.
Okay, so either I'm going to just move Moonbeam and then move a little further back, or
Remember, you can also turn
Ah.
into fucking animals and shit if you want to just turn into a dire wolf and jump on a bitch. That's half the
Thing
fun.
is,
That's half the fun of druids, is just being like, boom, I'm a tank because now I have extra hit points as a wolf.
like, I would love to be a squid or like an octopus and like either suck onto his face so he can't see or wrap his legs up. I'm just trying to determine how do I do that because I do have summon beast and it's like a bestial spirit, so I don't know if that would count.
Hold on, let me look something up.
Is the summon beast a concentration spell?
Yes.
Yeah, so if you cast it, you would lose your moonbeam.
Oh darn. Okay.
Where's the
Well, the
challenge?
moonbeam is more. Probably more.
Dude, if you want to turn into a giant octopus, it's only a challenge rating 1. You could literally turn into a giant octopus and just wrap this fucker up.
You should do that. I love the
If
visual.
I can get
of
over
that.
there and wrap his legs up,
Oh, yeah.
just
Definitely.
WWE him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, it says challenge.
Yeah, put me over there. I'm gonna go turn into a giant fucking squid. I'll just wrap him up.
You're gonna love this because I have Dr. Octopus.
There's no way. There's no way.
I'm gonna allow it because
That work.
rule of cool. I have fucking Dr. Octopus. You are now Dr. Octopus onto this fucking
Guy's
giant.
face. Amazing.
Okay, yeah.
So
10
moonbeam is gone.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not because that.
No,
was-
that stays.
Oh,
You
It
just shape
stays.
changed
Yeah, shape change
well, I
is
guess that's
not a
for sure.
spell. Shape change is not a spell. It's a magical ability. So tentacles. I need you to make a roll to attack if you want to wrap this bitch up. It's a +5 to hit. So roll a d20 +5. And it's a reach of 15 feet. So even if you didn't get there physically, you don't have to. You can reach out 15 feet with your tentacles. Dude, I love druids. Druids are the fucking best. They're
pretty
such
dope.
tanks.
I got a. Oh, I only rolled a 7.
+5.
7
Well,
plus
No,
5?
2 plus 5.
Oh, you rolled a 2?
I rolled a 2.
Oh, so yeah, so total of 7.
So you're just chilling on this dude's.
No, you. This thing is prone. You get that attack with advantage.
That is true. Roll again.
It's standing up on the map, but it's actually clawing its way through the snow. So roll one more time. I fucking love this shit.
17 plus 5.
Yes!
22.
You fucking latch onto this bitch, and with your tentacles, it takes 2d6 plus 3 bludgeoning damage. So roll 2d6, add 3.
Add 3 to each of them? Or.
No,
No,
total.
roll 2d6 die, and then whatever their total is, add 3 on top of that.
Okay.
6.
6 plus 5 is 11 plus 2
3.
is 13.
So
Nice. As you just and start latching onto this creature, your beak is scraping at the portions of it that aren't just embedded in the snow. It's starting to look. I mean, it looked fucked up to start with, but based off of how it started and how it's looking now, it's looking pretty fucked up. With giant octopus, no multi-attack. See, that's some fucking druid shit right there. Just like, hey, so octopus monster.
Top you can just transform into like most animals. Like
Yeah.
you can just find an animal that would be useful in that situation and
Yeah.
then just use it.
And like starting at lower levels, it's like, oh, you have to see the creature, you have to study it a little bit so you can understand how to turn into it. Warforged, hey! Gonna run at Olaf. Nat 4.
Olaf's gonna die.
2 Nat 4s in a row. 0 hits on Olaf. B.
Is that Olaf again?
Okay. I'm flabbergasted by these rolls. A Nat 3.
Yeah,
Are you
I see
seeing
it.
that shit?
I see it.
17.
Yeah.
Okay, Olaf takes a hit. From the Warforged, though, it's not that bad. Come back, monster sheet. So it's +5, so it's 1d6 plus 3. 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Olaf has 1 health left.
I was gonna say, Olaf's gonna die.
No.
C is done. D is...
Can see me and Holly.
C is gonna... he's... The acid definitely fucked him up. I gave him like a lower intelligence.
Yeah.
He's gonna run at the octopus and just be like, I am the one. And he's gonna try and take a blade run at the octopus with disadvantage because you're up 10 feet in the air. So your armor class is 11. That's a nat 1. So second attack. That's a 10.
Sorry, who's it going for?
It's running at the octopus.
Oh. That's a 2.
I rolled a 1 and a 2 with disadvantage for this thing trying to jump up and just like swipe at an octopus, swipe at an octopus, swipe at an octopus. Misses both times. Arya's acid spell just fucked him up mentally. Penny, fuck, sorry. God damn it. It's Holly's turn.
Zava's brain is melted. He just can't.
Having a rough go.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't it the Gate Guardian's turn before you?
Yeah.
Or was that-
I think it should still get a go.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
What subclass of rogue are you?
That's a good question. Let me check here.
And are you multi-classed?
Yeah, I'm a rogue wizard.
Okay, that's what I thought, because you said spellbook, and I was like, okay, you're a wizard, but then you're like doing sneak
Yeah.
attack shit. That's awesome.
Yeah, stole knife rogue and blade singing wizard.
Dang, that's awesome.
Yeah, there's some very cool synergy going on here.
Dude, isn't that multi-class a little fucking dope?
A little bit. I might like toy around with this now.
I made
Backup
there's
character
some-
action.
I made this multi-class, and you'll understand in a minute. As suddenly,
Oh, it's a homebrew multi-class?
no, it was just stuff that I have from new books, but I multi-classed it in a way
okay.
that it was just like, this is kind of dope.
Yeah.
the rogue being able to summon their own magical weapons and then pairing it with like the wizard blade singing
Yeah,
multi-class.
so cool.
It
Yeah.
was, oh man, I could not pass up this pairing, and I fucked with this a little bit, and you'll find out why. As suddenly, I need Olaf. No, Olaf is fine. Oh shit, where?
I'm behind a rock.
You're behind a rack. Actually, yeah, no, you guys are all fine. As on this portion of the map over here, suddenly there's just a... as a portion of whatever this flying city is, some of them knowing Yrdras, collides with the earth, and you all... Hey, give me a dex check. Dex check, low DC, as another piece of debris just collides with the earth.
So close to a nat 20, and then it rolled to a 2. So that's a 3.
You're thrown off your feet. Oh, who are you?
I got an 18.
18, you're fine. You managed to keep your footing. The octopus, sorry, not Kinneros.
Mr. Risby.
Mr. Risby, you're fine because you're not actually on the ground. You're latched onto...
Suction cups to a thing's face.
yeah. You're,
Also, it's the Gate Guardian's turn before Holly.
oh, yeah, it is too. It's going to see if it gets its laser vision back. It needs a 5 or 6.
Nice. That's a 6.
As suddenly... Somebody roll me a d4. Shala, shut up.
1.
1. I believe that's... Oh, that...
Olaf's
that
gonna
was
die.
Olaf. With 1
How does
HP.
it work with an octopus over its face, though?
Yeah.
I'll give it with disadvantage.
It's gonna laser through
Well, actually-
Mr. Risby.
I'll give Olaf advantage on the dex saving throw. Oh, no.
Still gonna die. It's just half damage.
He'll just be unconscious. Does anybody here know
No.
Revivify?
Nope.
Hey,
Sorry, Olaf.
that's why NPCs exist, for you to feel bad about it later. Fuck.
Didn't learn that spell today.
Dex save with advantage. So, that's a 5. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
I'll use a different die.
That one's rolling so bad, though.
13. Still a fail. Oh no, it just saved, so only half damage. So he's unconscious. Yeah, Olaf is down. Yeah, Holly. Oh no.
Any of those Warforges catch that laser, or it just split the middle of them?
Oh yeah, the B would have taken that too. So B dex save with advantage. That's a
9.
A 9 plus. They don't have a plus. And a 13 plus nothing. As with the 50, the Warforged takes full damage. 5d8s. 6. So an 8. Oh my god.
He's at a 6.
Another 6. 12, 4, so 14. Another 6.
20.
20. With another 8.
28 damage.
Oh my god.
That's gotta kill B.
Warforged B has 2 hit points
Oh.
left. Fuck.
Wow.
As we're gonna give Octopus Boy here a couple of damage for suffering through the laser beams coursing through the octopus tentacles. You take 6 points of fire damage to your octopus form, which you have a total of 52 hit points, so you're at 46?
No, I'm at 35 now.
35?
I got hit once previously.
Oh, that's right. Still just suction cupping your way onto this fucker's face.
But the octopus health stacks onto your own health, so...
Yeah, so once the octopus health runs out, you still have whatever your full health was as a gnome.
Well, what's the octopus health?
52.
It was 52.
Oh shit, okay.
So you have your own health plus 52.
So I just have 104.
Yeah.
So whatever you just took
Wait.
minus that.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
That's why I turn into shit, because it's a nice buffer.
Plus your
That's like
guy's
20
fortitude
health.
feat when you're in.
So I always have to run away and stand in the back and just launch spells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holly's turn.
It is Holly's turn.
Okay, Warforge isn't gonna move. Or the big guy, Geek Guardian's not gonna move.
No, he's got an octopus on his face, and he's got some.
Yeah.
Oh, it still had a claw attack. It is going to make a claw attack at you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Come back. Don't be a dick. So it normally has 2 claw attacks, but it's missing an arm. So 1 claw attack against Holly. That's a nat 19 plus 6. So
Okay,
that's
well, you can hit one of my Duplos then.
all right.
I had to roll an 8 or higher with 2.
Okay.
And I rolled a 9.
Nice.
So you hit the duplicate.
As it's like one little stubby shoulder, like it doesn't have any arm left. It's just trying to get like, oh, clear the face while the other arm attacks. Why isn't the face clear? Oh, we don't have an arm. And then it just swings down to the side, and it's like, we got him! And then it's just, poof, one of your figures disappears. And you're like, yeah, get wrecked, bitch. But it does not move, yeah. So, Holly.
Okay. I think I've got all kinds of advantage.
Yeah.
Prone, it's dim light, there's an octopus engaged with it.
Yeah.
So much sneak attack.
Oh, natural 20.
Yeah, buddy.
Give us some Riordan shit right now. Let's go.
Oh, baby.
Or some Falconer shit. You know what? You two brothers, fuck your brothers.
Yeah, oh, you do a thing. Okay. 11 doubled is 22 plus 2 is 24
Just wait till they find
psychic
out that we're
damage.
ready to cameras.
And then I rolled 10 on the sneak attack, doubled is 20. 20 on the sneak attack.
So what was the total damage?
42.
44?
44? Yeah.
Yeah.
44.
As this octopus is now like digging as a giant octopus, you got those little hooked barbs in your suction cups, is now dragging this thing to a halt, slowing its movement even more as you like whip out of darkness, spiral around with your like psychic weapons. There's just a gash of like dark gray and black fluid that spills out everywhere, and you notice that the entire hindquarters of this creature, or this construct, suddenly stop moving. It's still pulling with its one good arm. Trying to move forward.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, that's basically it. It's just hanging on while being dragged by an octopus and fucked up by a rogue wizard.
Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action 2-weapon fighting and hit it with my scimitar, because that's a light weapon. I can use it on my offhand.
Blade singing wizard!
14.
14
To
does
hit.
Well, because it's prone, you have advantage.
That was with advantage. I rolled an 8 and a 1.
It's sort of unfortunate that one of the octopus tentacles lashes out to try and find new purchase right as you go to slash, and it just bumps you far enough away that only the tip of your scimitar grazes the already paralytic lower portion of this construct. Doesn't quite hit.
Fucking prawns.
So,
Alright, then that's my turn.
Mr. Risby, as a giant octopus wrapped around this barely alive construct.
As a
It's
giant
my turn.
octopus, I would like to
Sorry,
attack it.
Mr.
Like
Risby. I definitely clicked one too many times. It is Penny's turn. Before your turn. My apologies. As Penny sees this thing all fucked up, wrapped up by an octopus.
I mean, I'm on the floor because I got knocked down when this thing fell.
Yep.
But
I double clicked next, that's my bad.
I'm going to pick up some ice chunks or rocks that have fallen on the ground, and I'm going to catapult them at these two, A and B.
Okay. If you cast Catapult at a higher level, you can do multiple things.
When you cast a spell using the spell slots again, the maximum weight of the objects that you target, the spells increases. Oh, it just increases by 5
damage.
pounds. And the damage increases by. Yeah, so if I cast it at 3rd level.
Hello,
No,
bees.
that's the wrong spell. No. Catapult. There we go. Okay. You choose one object, grabbing a rock.
You don't have to grab it, you just have to see it, I think, right?
No, I'm pretending.
Yeah,
magic.
I was just working out the vernacular. I'm with you.
The
I'm
object
with you. I
flies
support
in
you.
a straight line in a direction you choose before falling to the ground, stopping your impact. Blah blah blah. So Dex save
Roll an insight check real quick.
That's horrible. 8.
8. Okay. So pick A or B.
B.
Okay. Deck save.
Yeah, fitting. I don't know what that
Just
is.
tell them what that is.
That's a 2.
Fuck me. Okay.
The object strikes the target and
Oh.
stops moving. The object takes 3d8 bludgeoning. Not great. That's 9 bludgeoning damage.
End it.
Oh yeah.
2 health left on B. So that's why I asked, like, make an insight check, or and you just chose at random, and it was the weaker one.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna look at a nearby fallen rock,
Mm-hmm.
lift it up into the air, and just fling it over to B and knock its head right off.
Nice. Yeah, and the head definitely, you nearly headless Nick
Yeah.
this construct.
Nice.
As the head sort of snaps over to the side, and you just see sparks. Almost like if you broke an artery on a human, it's just sparks and oil shooting out of this neck, as it's like I was once a scholar, and then it just falls.
I did 3d8.
In
right?
this moment, you're having this pride, this moment of when you. Oh, Star Wars music in the background. You're having this prideful moment of like when you and your father, Gareth, training with your sister and your future love, that burly boy that you just couldn't keep your eyes off of, but you were always very aloof, hurling the rock, seeing the impressed expression in your family's eyes and in your future love's eyes, as you just yeet a rock straight across, take a automaton's head right off. I used to be a scholar, as he falls into the snow, just oil and sparks spurting everywhere. Yeah, B is definitely dead.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's kind of all I got.
Cool. Any movement you want to use?
No.
Okay. No.
B is done.
B is dead. Olaf is down. I need everybody to make a dexterity check.
19.
3.
Oh no.
7, but I'm gonna use my psionic power for the psi-bolstered knack to try to up that.
Nice.
Nice.
Very
Oh,
cool.
I rolled a 1 only, so 8.
As suddenly another large chunk of earth just cascades in a like a scatter shot of debris. Rippling shockwaves throughout the ground. You guys, what was the lowest roll?
3.
I got an... No, yeah.
3 for Holly?
Risby.
3 for Risby?
Yep.
Actually, Risby, you're kind of exempt. You're an octopus on a person. Or on a
Thank
giant.
you.
He's dex check for the Gate Guardian. The ground is rippling now as the effect of these large portions of. You're looking up now, and what was a thumbnail-sized city before is now almost hand-sized. Looking at it at arm's length, as it is listing. It's drifting across the sky. You're seeing these oranges and blues and pinks, purples, reds, yellows, all of these different colors rippling across its bottom, almost like a weird if you looked at a spaceship entering the atmosphere, that sort of flaming portion of just nearly burning up upon re-entry, but this is magical. And Mr. Risby, it is your turn as an octopus. A giant octopus!
Get it.
The giant octopus would like to attack his face. Pretty much.
Attacking the
Is that just a
face?
D20?
You're attacking the face?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you have... It's surprising you don't have a beak attack. It's just tentacle attack. So it's a D20 plus 5 to hit.
Alright, I'll just slap him around a little bit. Yeah.
Tentacles.
So yeah, you have... rolled to attack. Did you hit? D20 plus 5?
I rolled a 10 plus 5, 15. Is that...
Oh, I think a 15 hits.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, you get... sorry, it's prone, so you get advantage. A 15 just missed.
Oh.
So one more roll.
Oh, baby. 11 plus 5, 16.
Nice!
Oh, it hits!
Let's go.
It hits! Giant octopus for the win! Give us... So it's 2d6 plus 3 damage.
Okay. 2d6. 1,
Oh my god, this is gonna be so close.
2. 4 plus 2 is 6. 3 plus 1 plus 2 is 6.
6 damage.
And it.
Yes!
Nice.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, with his neck blown out, I'm gonna take one of my tentacles and, like, shove it into his neck cavity,
Oh,
and then kind of rip it open and shove some more in there, and come from the other side, just, like, basically rip his head apart with my tentacles.
nice.
Gears and oil and everything are just gonna explode everywhere, all over the
Amazing.
place.
And you like inject your own ink into the oil as you're writhing down through the neck like alien face hugger style, just ripping the head aside and pulling your tentacles down within. You become Iron Octopus as you take over the body. No, but you literally just rip this thing in half from all of the damage done, forcing your way in through the neck hole, and all of the oil and your ink and your massive eyes and your bulbous head still sort of sitting up where its own head was, as it just... And there's just now a metal covered octopus sitting, like giant octopus sitting in this space.
Now you're a robot.
And you watch as the portions of these ruby eyes within the skull of this automaton go dim. The remaining Warforged sort of just, I am going to, and just keel over whatever operating system that they were working on, paired with this Gate Guardian, rendering them completely inert. I need you all to make a dexterity saving throw.
Better. 17.
16 here.
That's 15.
Okay. You all managed to keep your feet as another massive chunk of this falling city hits the earth. And you're noticing even this portion of the coast. The reason I didn't even bother pointing out where you were on the map is being obliterated by falling debris. As the Guardian falls, the tumult of fragments still scattering across the land, splashing into the water. You look up and you see the city miles wide now. You can see it. It's larger than both your hands held up against the skyline. Glowing in a spray of colors, blue, white, red, browns, oranges, flickering as the city, smoking and cracking, lists slowly, holding its weight up against the sky. Suddenly the foundation cracks. The city of Yrdras cracks. And the portions of its colored magical base break and fall away, scattering like an earth-ending hail across what is material where you are standing. Suddenly the city stops listing almost exactly across from you, almost exactly above you. And where it was floating and holding and falling on an angle, it just drops. Very much Avengers Age of Ultron. This whole cataclysmic island of Earth propelled straight down by nothing more than gravity. The colors dissipating, plummeting. You stand there amid what is your own independent journeys. And all you can do is watch as the city, name only known to two of you, Yrdras, the most ancient of the flying arcane cities, hits like a nuclear bomb in front of each of you. And each of your worlds goes black.
Shit.
There is a pulling. There is a sensation of being so far down. Deeper than you think even a soul could delve. And then there's a grasp. A hardened, wrenching. As you're pulled from something. Away from. Not quite your destiny. Not quite your fate. Polgara.
Oh, shit.
You reach up through the earth, through a multitude of layers of dust, of what all creation is made of. Wiping mud and the excrement of what just is where life has been born from your face. And you roll out of this large circular dish and you fall to the floor, naked as the day you were born. And you pull the dirt from your eyes as suddenly another figure, Mr. Risby, pulled from what seems like hell itself out of what is Earth Eternal. A communal sense of understanding, even though you don't. You get it to a certain extent as you flop onto the floor, your green hair now going a little white at the base, as Hunderpuck, Arya's uncle, falls to the floor beside Polgara 20,000 years before her birth. in this white room, marble tile, marble walls, all of it perfectly rectangular around this, one might call it a cauldron. And you just hear this mewling baby's voice. As Halastrata, Magnus's mother in baby form, is set upon the top of this cauldron. And that's where we'll end.
Damn!
And that's who you all are.
Damn. I'm Hunderpuck.
That's
I just want to point out I didn't know that was going to be that, and Holly was just a total
Dude,
dark throat name.
that was such a fluke because her dad called her Holly growing up.
That's crazy.
Hand to God, that was just H name. Yeah,
Yep.
sure.
No, that's straight up written into Magnus's backstory, was that when she finally met Magnus after his redrawing, she was like, yeah, my name is Halastrata. That was my first name. My dad called me Holly growing up. And you said Holly. I was like, get the fuck out. Did he guess it already?
Oh my god, that's amazing.
So yeah.
Oh.
The first deaths of each of these high bloods. The fall of the city of Yggdrasil. The city that birthed the barren edge with the Yggdrasil conduits. You all just watched it happen real time.
Shit, that was sweet.
And I was an octopus when it happened.
Goodness.
I went on the knock.
Yeah. So you, as Hunderpuck, like your first
That's
life.
canon now. That's canon.
Yeah. So Arya now, or Krista now knows that her uncle is a high blood.
High blood.
That was Polgra's first death, and Halastrata's, Magnus's mom's first death. So I was texting Corey about this afternoon. He was like, "What's your guys' one shot about?" I was like, "Oh fuck, buddy, I don't know how to." I was like, I don't know how to softball this in. I was like, do you want the hard deets or do you want to wait and listen for it? He was like, I guess I'll wait and listen for it. And I was like, thank Christ.
Oh, that was such a good tie-in.
Yeah. So when Magnus
So cool.
when Magnus had his one shots with meeting Seema,
Yeah.
because she comes back as a baby. So just Ski's character was just like now a mewling baby on top of this pile of being redrawn. Yeah. We got Magnus's mom.
So cool.
We've got Polgra. And we've got Hunderpuck, which is... Oh! Sorry. There was one last thing that I forgot to mention. And I actually have this written in a book, like a book that you guys can come across in the world of the dust. When Yggdrasil fell, there was a magical portion to that shockwave that wiped the minds and memories of anybody who actually saw the location of Yggdrasil falling. And so to this day, despite having seen it, even as you high bloods, despite having seen exactly where it fell, anytime you try and recall that location, and it states in the book too that like globally, anybody who watched Yggdrasil fall, which is why it's such a lost and hidden ancient city, which is why the Yggdrasil conduits were such a big thing in imprisoning the High Bloods, or the Kelborn in the Barren Edge, is that it wiped everybody's collective knowledge of seeing and remembering exactly where it collided with the dust.
Crazy.
That's why I couldn't give you guys a map. I gave you a suggestive, like, this is kind of where you're at. But in envisioning it, even Polgara, the only reason that her companions found it was her barely being able to remember through means of meditation and magical subjugation of like memory. Otherwise, nobody knows or remembers where your dress fell other than maybe like a handful, like literally like 5 to 6 people dust wide where it might actually reside, and everything else is just theories.
Crazy.
There you go.
Nice.